What is happening? And welcome to your Thursday Night Delight. I, of course, am one of your hosts, Sean the Right Way, and joining me, as always, still in a fine mood from BrickWorld Chicago. Ooh, and with that hot merch, the ACOB heaters, we got Brent from Brent's Bricks.
What up?
And of course, joining us once again, a great friend of the show. He's been a busy man, Brent, so we had to flash that signal. We're talking about Falcon Fan.
The signal has been received, and I'm here tonight, and I'm happy to be here.
Oh, I love that. Bounce.
Shout out to a couple of the new names in the chat.
Because we are... a couple of briquettes. Yeah.
I think our voices are still recovering from medieval times.
Oh my God. Sorry if I'm a little rough. One, two, and go. It is a couple of brickheads coming to you on June 22nd, hot off the heels of BrickWorld Chicago. Brent, I've said this before, man, but what a ride.
I can't believe it's like it was here and now it's gone. You know what I mean? It was like
very upsetting. I mean, it was like,
yeah. Even though we got there on Wednesday, I feel like next year we got to do like get in on Tuesday type.
I'm thinking about a little Monday Night Raw. You know what I mean? Just like a little. I want to be a freshie on Tuesday. I mean, we're gonna have to negotiate hard with the
wives. Oh yeah,
women folk. Yeah, we're gonna have to really figure this out. But
right.
Whew, oh boy.
But, I mean, what? I'm
finally like back. I mean, it's been 4 days, and I just feel like I am finally back. I was, dude. I think I told you, man. Like off air, I'm a little bit of an older guy than you, but dude, I napped on Sunday. I luckily had a work holiday on Monday. I napped hard on Monday. I've been today's a first day where I haven't been like tired. You know?
Right. So speaking of convention fatigue, I think we should go ahead and address a couple people are asking in the chat.
Yeah.
But guys, Ryan is feeling it after that long convention. So he's a little under the weather, not feeling his best.
Yeah,
so
guys.
We will be having a little surprise guest to fill his slot.
Yeah, guys,
so.
we apologize, and if anyone knows Ryan, and we're going to talk about this a little bit later on, hardest working man in the biz, right, Brent? I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
he is, a little bit ago, he let me know he is not feeling so hot. He said he was going to try to push through because that's the guy he is, and I said, bro, get some rest. So if you guys are here to see him, I didn't mean to, false advertise or whatever. He 100%, as long as he feels better, we'll be back with us next week. And we're going to fully run down which I think deserves its own show, quite frankly, Brent, the M&R Mega Store, which, you and I were hanging out there pretty much all week. So guys, we apologize. Ryan isn't coming, but we have another sort of employee of the M&R Mega Store, and a star in his own right. We've got Tyler, aka Life Bricks, great friend of the show. He's going to come through Falcon Fan, so don't worry. We're going to have someone else to put you to the test with a little bit of Star Wars rumorology. You know what I mean?
See what you can get out of me.
Yeah, kind of fun. Like, it's wild, Brent. Falcon's a good fan. He gives it all to Instagram, and we try to just get a little piece or a little nug out of the Falcon.
I've given you a few nugs.
I know. I appreciate the nugs, Falcon. So Falcon's on the show. Tyler will be jumping in, and next week Ryan will be here. And again, we'll run down everything. But I would like to spend a little time talking about the M&R Mega Store next week. But for right now, Brent, I'll say, man, I mean, from concept to pulling it off, steady, busy, consistent. It was unbelievable. For the 2 public days, Brent, correct me if I'm wrong, there wasn't a time for more than 30 seconds where the line wasn't 10 people deep at minimum. That 10 was light. I mean, there was lines all around wanting to meet Ryan, buy the merch. It was crazy. So if you're watching, Ryan, I know you're not feeling good, but thank you for having us as part of that. It was so cool to see, and it proves like what all of this can be, Brent. I've talked to you a little bit about it, on the side, but it's so cool to see, our friends getting the recognition and everything they deserve at these events. It's pretty cool.
Dude, it was awesome. Sean, can you send Tyler the link, by the way?
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
Phil.
But no, it was, guys, last year we were rolling into that convention.
No idea.
A very new podcast. We maybe had like 300 subs. I think I barely had just got to 1,000 subs on my channel or something like that. But, we were very much, I think Sean quoted it like this. We were rolling into BrickWorld last year, like the new kids at school. And this year, it felt like we were at least like, juniors or something. If we
we had a couple friends.
Yeah, we knew a lot more people. It was really cool to meet a lot of faces, for the first time. But like, okay, for a great example, shout out to Big Nate Bricks. Perfect example. It was cool to
unbelievable guy.
Recognize names that we see in the chat here, but meet those people in person. Yo, Big Nate. Yeah, everyone. Shouting out Big Nate. I got one of his sig figs actually also. Shout out to anyone that gave me a sig fig too over the last week. But yeah, man, this year compared to last year, it was just, we were so busy. We got there and we got there and immediately, I just went into blue collar work employee mode, man. Like I was
crazy.
Hive lent us his drill and, we just got to work hard on the mega store. But aside from that, we had our foosball tournament that we were organizing, and then the same night we had our stream. There was a lot, and then there was, a lot of trips to different stores to make some modifications to Ryan's shop. So it was
what I'm going to say, Brent, what I'm going to say is going to sound weird, right? But you and I were together pretty much for 5 or 6 days straight.
Yeah.
And I feel like the only time we really, really, really talked was on the drive to Chicago, if that makes sense. Like we were within 20 feet of each other the whole week, but it was like everybody was being pulled in different directions. We roomed together and all that stuff, and we had our little, but do you know what I mean? Like we were like
100%
so independently busy, but working together kind of thing. And it was just like, when you hear kid in a candy store, that's an overused term, but like, I can't describe it any other way. From seeing your friends or meeting new ones or seeing merch over here or this mock over there, or somebody's carrying something you just feel compelled to help out, or going on a food run for everybody, or getting waters for everybody, or helping somebody get into the convention for the first time. And boy, we're going to talk about that, Brent. And Falcon, we were talking off air. You saw, I think, one of the coolest BrickWorld, I'm a little biased, but that was one of the coolest BrickWorld moments of all time that we got to experience right here on this show last week. It was just a full adrenaline rush. Macros. I'm looking at all of my friends in here, and it's like, man, I wish I had like, I don't know, Brent, 6 hours with each of them, but it was like little bits and pieces. You'd turn the corner and be like, hey, I was just talking to you 5 hours ago, but what's going on now? So,
yeah. And the crazy thing is we were there from, hey, what up, Tyler?
What's going on, man?
Welcome in, man. Good to see you again. It's just like it was just yesterday,
It's strange, man. It was only 5 days ago, or I guess 4 days ago, but it's felt longer, like in a weird way. But like, if anything, I'm happy it's felt a little bit longer, because now psychologically I think it's closer to the next year, if that makes sense.
Facts. Facts.
All psychological, but hey, 357 days out, we'll make it eventually, boys.
Yeah,
that's right. So look, we're gonna hit BrickWorld really hard. We kind of gave a little prelude now, but I do want to go through and do something that we didn't do last week, Brent. And again, thanks you guys so much for riding with us last week. I hope you enjoyed the show. I thought it was one of our best shows ever, just because it was raw as S. It was, really insane. And if you guys missed it, please get on replay, gang. We had an epic moment. I know
that a live audience in the background.
A live audience. The production wasn't up to par, and you guys know I like to try to be as crisp as possible, but it didn't matter. I hope it came across like exactly how crazy it was in the room last week. But before we go any further, Brent, there's something that we definitely need to do tonight, for sure.
Yes,
and
sir.
That is, I'm a little rusty. We got to welcome the one and only
Girth Gang. Girth.
Guys, it was a long week last week, but I'll tell you what,
emotional.
It's good to be back. And loading into the chat right here, we got Max Bricks. very first comment, a heater stream. This will be a heater stream. Big shout out to Brick Lover 18. We all got to meet that fine gentleman last week. We got Isaiah here. We got our very first channel member tuning in. Shout out to Seattle Fan. Brickman USA. Big shout out to Babu Frick right here.
Hey, it's Babu Brick, not Babu.
Babu. Oh, Babu
Babu.
Frick. It's a good name though.
I love that name.
Shout out to Stud Sidious. Shout out our merch. What up, Matt? What up, the Brick Fanatic? Another channel member right here with Devin. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Brick Adjusters, just like it was just yesterday. We were with half these people. I mean,
Great dude, Brick Adjuster.
Macro, we were just with Macro. Macro, well, including
Brick Lover, dude. Shouting out the Lover. He's called the Lover now, Tyler. You know, because
I have the Lover. It was good to see him. He's been around for a while. It was good to see him.
Great shit, man. The Lover. It was like, oh God, it's Lover. I don't know if he likes being called that, but I just think it's tremendous to call another man Lover.
Lover.
Well, I refuse to. My compass is weird. I refuse to call Stud City Stud, but I'm fine.
Speaking of Stud City, right here in the chat.
There he is. He knows I call him City. But then Brick Lover 18, straight up Lover, and what a great guy, dude. Had a lot of time to hang with him. Wow. All right, it's gonna be hard to stay a little bit off topic on BrickWorld for a minute, but I do. Tyler, we were gone. I don't know how you feel, but meanwhile, we're out there, you know, whatever you said, 20-hour days, it feels like at minimum.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, genuinely.
Looking at it, just, people were working their socials, I'm sure, and posting, and we did a little of that, but I wasn't really consuming much. Meanwhile, our friend, the Falcon, say hello to the Falcon, Tyler. Have you?
Yeah. What's up, Falcon? First time talking with you on a stream.
Whoa.
Oh, I didn't know this was
Yeah,
the
I
first
was gonna
time.
say I don't think we've actually been on stream.
Yeah, we do a little bit of DM chatting here and there, but no,
Yes, we do.
first time talking. Yeah. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good, man. I'm ready for you to drop a little late night stream nugget later, man. Maybe 2 hours in, drop us a little something.
little nuggy poo. So anyways, Tyler, you see what I'm getting at. We were all just fully engulfed, to say the least. And the guys that we're gonna look at this fucking Lover. There he is.
Lover.
Is that a new profile picture too?
Lover.
I like that profile picture.
Miss you all so
Dynamic.
much. You too, Lover, man. That was such a good time, dude. Still haven't rested. Shy. I've been napping. I'm age appropriate napping. I'll say that. But real quick, people are already asking, guys. Sidious delivered the goods. Let me tell you something about Sidious here. He delivered bread to the show. We were in the middle of something. Rush ordered. Had to make sure it got done while we were in Chicago. Didn't even send him to our house, Brent. Had the hottest merch in the game. I'm biased. We'll get Tyler's opinion. Well, shout out to Ryan for his merch at his show. You know, we were working his thing, but I just felt like original tees and whatnot. ACOB came correct, and that's all. All the credits due to Stud Sidious. So, guys, we are running this through July. If you see something you like, the ACOB concert tee with World Tour. It's the second one there. That's the one we had in Chicago. Tour dates
and ACOB Peters had that one with us too.
Oh man, unbelievable! And the coolest thing, and Tyler, you're a little used to this, and you've been in the game in a while, but to see someone roll up that's not you or Brent, or
yeah, shout out to Brick Adjuster.
Yeah, dude, Adjuster with the rocking the tees. There was a couple ACOB shirts out there, so it was really cool to see. But again, shout out Sidious for keeping us fresh, if you will, with the shirts. I think I had a different ACOB tee for every day I was there, Brent, besides when I was rocking my store employee garb at Ryan's shop. So that was pretty cool.
And by the way, the last time we got a super chat, man, we had chants from the live audience that was behind us, just chanting super chat. Like it was definitely an awesome high energy stream last week.
Unreal.
But big shout out to Diamond Figs and coming in with the $4.99. It's a petting zoo right now with all the Lego goats on right now.
Go.
Hey, the real petting zoo is BrickWorld, man. There was a lot of awesome names there. We met a lot of awesome people, and honestly, big shout out to kind of our, it's a shame we couldn't have Chris from Duck Bricks and Justin from Just Too Good in
We'll
this
get
with
them
us
on
'cause-
for another. Yeah, we're going to be recapping this one for a minute. I mean,
Yeah.
look,
Well,
thank you so
we
much,
had
Ben.
such a good just core group of all the late night dinners that we went out to. I mean, it's just those are the kind of of course everybody goes to BrickWorld to see the mocks and to display and all that, but some of the funnest times we had, guys, was the late night dinners, going to Miller's at
the hallways,
11:30 at night. Yeah, just
this is what I tell. Yeah. So listen, I go to a lot of convention stuff for work, and I do some fun stuff, but I go a lot for work. I'm in Vegas a lot for trade shows, boring corporate stuff, to be honest. The magic is made in those in between moments. It's like the hallways, the elevator, you run into somebody taking a leak, even you're like, I mean, keep it to yourself, but I'm just saying, you're excited, you're walking out to the parking lot, someone else is walking, and you're like, where are you headed? And they're like, dinner. Where are you going? You mind if I tag? I mean, these things happen so fast. Josh from Josh Builds Stuff, another wonderful human being. It was so good to see him and give him a hug there. I mean, it was just unreal. So again, I know we're talking about that heavy. I do want to get to Falcon. Let's do that, and then we'll get back into it. Look, we had to flash the Falcon signal while we were there. As mentioned, Tyler, our heads were down. We were in BrickWorld madness. I think very much a bubble. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And there were some heat dropping, man. There was things happening. El Dorado.
Yep.
El Dorado dropped Disney Castle, Brent, I think on day one or something. We got to see the butt of it. Now we've seen all of it. We've seen it in all its glory. Falcon, you probably knew about all this stuff, but this is an impressive. Has this been a busy week for you as far as drops and everything? It's been a good. You tell me, bud.
It's been a good last I think 2 weeks. It's at least every 2 days or so there's something new.
Major, not like little lightweight.
Yeah,
not a little
that gets
Marvel
excited.
a real. Yeah.
Today was the Spider-Man art set. 2 weeks, I think exactly 2 weeks ago on the first day or second day of BrickWorld Chicago, the Avengers Tower lineup came out. What else?
I'm pulling it up now. Let's reference your own.
The Boba Fett head.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
That's a great new print. I mean, I've only seen it once, but it looks pretty good.
All right, 1 week ago today, we're gonna get caught up, and so to some of you folks listening, bear with us because we've some of this might be old news to you, but to us, it might be the first time that we've talked. I mean, Tyler, did we discuss any news whatsoever that week? There was nothing talked about. That was
no. I mean, the thing is, I didn't even know. I think all of us probably didn't even know any of it dropped until we went back to the hotel room at 3 a.m. And then we got a little 5-minute check Instagram, but no time to talk about it though until now.
There you go. So one of the big. This is 1 week ago. So you said about a week ago we were kind of in the mix there. This Hocus Pocus set. I don't know if this does anything. You boys are all youngins compared to me, but is this doing anything for you, Tyler? I mean, whether you're a fan or not, I hope you'd respect the build at least. It looks like an incredible Halloween set, whether you care about the IP or not.
Yeah, so I mean, I read the book in freshman year of high school, whatever. They kind of made us do it, do a couple things. And was it a book? No, it's a movie, right? It's
there might be, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, something. But I think it was the movie then. But so I can appreciate it. And let me just tell you, this is a prime example of, again, I have no interest in it, but I really can fully appreciate it because first off, was at $230. I think Lego often sometimes misses the mark. Sometimes they hit it. I think for that $2 to $250 price point, you give us some of this just kind of a one-off, from a different IP that fits a certain demographic. You make it just excellent. From what I can tell, I don't know the source material too well, but the build looks great in my opinion. The figs all look accurate. This one I won't be picking it up myself. I do got to admit, I think the July release is a little weird. I think this would have maybe fit that September 1st vibe, but release dates or whatever. I'm not going to criticize the set on that, but I will admit, look, I mean, I don't know much about Hocus Pocus, but
yes, you teach.
I'm glad they made this. I'm not going to buy it, but I'm happy for the people that do like it, and I think it's a great set.
Brent,
hey, I mean, I'm a big fan of anything spooky. I got some ghost heads just lurking nearby. I bought a lot of spooky head. Tyler, I think, bought just a big random minifig part haul. Yeah, and I kind picked through there and bought a bunch of spooky figs. I bought some spooky figs at a few of the vendors, or spooky heads, I should say. So,
Yeah.
but in terms of like sets being spooky, I was a big fan of the Hidden Side theme. I love the haunted house. So this right here, I mean, if you got the haunted house, I feel like or at least if you have a spot in your city where it's got the Halloween spirit, I mean, this is great for that. But also, if you're a big fan of Hocus Pocus, I think this is a great addition to anyone's spooky collection. And we don't get it a ton. And we used to have like the Monster Fighters themes and things like that, but the spooky lines and the spooky sets and themes and all that, they kind of come and go just a little bit. So I'm always very, very welcoming to anything spooky themed.
Gotcha. Falcon,
and, sorry, real quick before we forget the super chat. Hive, I can't believe you have any money left. I mean, we went so hard in Chicago. But Brent Shaw did so much for BrickWorld. Love you guys. Hey, thank you so much, Hive. You did so much with your beautiful dark. Oh, hey.
Let me say something real quick.
Say something about the Hivester.
Dude, it was my first time meeting Hive in person, and it lived up and exceeded expectations. If you guys aren't subbed to Brick Hive, do us a favor. Go over there and sub right now. One of the best dudes in the game, inside and outside of Lego. Brent and I spent as much time as we could. Highlight had to be the real fun breakfast we had with the Hivester.
So delicious.
And dude, I don't know what to say, man. He's a great friend. And if you guys aren't subbed, go do it, please. I'm speechless, man. It lived up to expectations and exceeded. I don't know what else to say. You guys know I'm usually clever with the words and stuff, but I mean, it was, this show was heavy, man. It was a heavy event, man. So shout out to the Hivester. Great.
One quick thing on Hive too. I do have to say, I mean, it was my first time meeting him in person also. And one thing I can say about him is like the positive aura that was around him every time like I was near him. It was mind blowing, like in a beautiful way. Like it was just like every single time he was around, like just the positive energy. I'm like, damn, like it really up to the ante of BrickWorld, just having the positiveness spread around. So shout out to Hive, man. It was a pleasure meeting you in person finally,
dude. And the one thing I'll say is he was in such a good mood and in such high spirits, Brent. My only disappointment with meeting the Hivester was I don't think we got no rants, Hivester.
I think we got a couple like real small ones, like teeny tiny ones.
Rant free for a week, which was
you see, when you're on vacation,
we didn't argue about boxes versus bags. I mean, it was very calm, the whole thing. Shout out to the Hivester. All right.
Hivester.
Falcon, sorry. You've been tracking this set. You probably heard about it 3 years ago, but walk us through from hearing about it to seeing it, whether you're a fan or not. What do you think of this thing?
Well, I mean, I think one thing that you got to point out right away is it does use one of the canceled video molds.
Ooh.
That's the first thing that sprung to my mind. Where's Justin Good for this kind of moment? You would know that too.
Yeah, it's the one of the, I don't know the girl's name, but like one of the little girls, her hairpiece.
Hey Sean, pull up the figs real quick.
Yes, sir.
Sean, just go to like the right.
Okay.
Not her.
It's
her. Yeah. It's the one on the bottom right.
From video series 2?
No, it was from one of the wave 3 of video sets.
Oh, the actual sets. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
It was like, oh god, I know the names exist. It was like a rockin' goth witch or something like that. Yeah, and then that was supposed to be one of the molds, but they had the like the mold still available, so they decided to use it.
Heck yeah.
We got another one coming in hot real quick. We're gonna have
Richie.
We're gonna have to run it. Shout out to Richie. Brent, take this one away, sir.
Man, what can I say about Richie, aka Our Toy World? What a great guy to meet. He went to medieval times with us.
Unbelievable.
I was thankful enough to spend plenty of time. He's taller in person. I don't know if
bro.
I don't know if any of you guys got that, but Richie's
taller than me, so he's aces in my book.
Yeah, a big shout out to Richie, man. It was awesome spending some time with him in Chicago. And shout out to you for getting your first YouTube check. He said he got to spread the love. Thanks for everything. Love talking with you this weekend. For the big self. That's a big $2 word that I don't know how to read.
Actualization moment.
Actualization. There
College
you go.
boy.
Big $2 word there. But yeah, hey man, big. What can I say about Richie, man? Great guy. Shout out to you, Richie, for
Best dressed, probably. I would say.
best dress, probably. I don't know. I think that might go to Duck Bricks, man. Duck Bricks always had some swag on.
That's true.
I think he was rocking like Balenciaga shades or something.
And the love fest continues in the chat. It was great. Yeah. So shout out to Richie. Where were we? Sorry, Falcon.
Yeah, it's a cool set. It's not for me.
Yeah,
but
you can respect it. Yeah,
it's one of those. It's like I'm not gonna buy it, but it's not a bad set.
yeah. I think it's great. I think it's one of those ones, Tyler, Brent, that even if you don't give a flying about the IP,
Yeah,
No, it looks
I agree.
certainly slugs into a now kind of growing spooky season or Halloween theme. You
So that
got
was a good
this.
point, Brent. I will admit that was a good point. The spooky aura of it. Even if you don't care about Hocus Pocus, throw it in that scene and it works. I agree.
100%. Like I really, I mean, because like I said, we don't really get it enough as we should. I mean, we get some stuff, the haunted house and things like that. But I'm really envious of those were that still collecting around like the Monster Fighters line and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have all Monster Fighters.
Another freaking super macro. What a madman.
Another one. Macro Bricks. What an absolute legend. We started our BrickWorld journey with Macro Bricks last year. It continued this year. Brent is holding up a care package all the way from Canada. Macro hooked Brent up with Disney Series 1 at what I understand is a very, very good price. Do not go asking Macro for great prices. He does it for his homies. He's currently freezing his baguettes off up in Canada. But dude, put it this way: if Macro doesn't go to BrickWorld, I boycott. I don't know what to say, Brent. If he was to ever not show, I'd seriously consider like not going myself.
He's definitely a BrickWorld staple,
like an icon at BrickWorld. It's unbelievable.
It was funny is when I first seen him, it was Wednesday night. We're hanging around the M&R Mega Store, and Macro may have had a couple drinks knocked back because I think he was messing with me.
I mean, that's what he does.
But when I saw him, I was like, "Oh,
dude, he was like fearing everybody." Remember that? He had like a fanny pack, and he was Tyler. He was running around. He had a fanny pack.
He's just like, "Here, Sean."
The moment I walk, sorry to cut, but I just jumped out of it. The moment we walk in the hall, he's like, "Good to see you, buddy," and he hands me a Coors immediately upon arrival. That is Macro. Like, it's just awesome.
Well, what else? Yeah. Another thing that's very macro is when I saw him, I was like, "Oh, hey man, did you bring those Disney figs?" He was like, "Oh man," he's like, "You got to remind me." And I was like, "I know," because I thought about letting him know like a few days before everybody would be heading to Chicago. Like, "Hey man, just make sure you bring those figs." And I definitely did not remind him. And so when he told me that, he's like, "Oh, you should have reminded me." I was like, "Dang it, man. Yeah, I know." He's like, "It's okay." It's like, I'm just happy you're here. I'm happy happy to be here. And then like the next day I see him
too, by the way.
Right. Well, the next day I see him and he's just like, "Oh, hey man, do you want to come up to my room and grab those figs?" And I was like, "You have them?" I just got so excited. It's like, dude, last night you had me so convinced that you just didn't bring them.
There's 7,000 side stories like that, Tyler. Little moments,
Yeah,
it's crazy. All right, so my take on Hocus Pocus. Look, my wife's a big fan. She's a 90s child. I've watched it. My daughter's become a fan. It's definitely coming home. It's one of those ones where, if your spouse is, let's say, tolerant of your Lego addiction, this is one of those ones where if you have the chance to get them involved, this is one of them. So I think we could probably build this as a family, put in our little spooky setup. My daughter's over the moon. She'll just attempt to take all the minifigures. I'll have to keep track on those, but this one's definitely coming home to the Right Way household. And not to mention, it is Disney as well. So I mean, it's like it's ticking a lot of boxes.
Oh yeah.
And again, independent. If I didn't care a thing or know anything about the IP, still think it's a cool spooky season build, as mentioned before, and it'll fit into any Halloween lineup. So
Box art's fire too, and
the execution's great, by the way. I keep making all these like disclaimers for it.
Yeah.
Again, if this was just an original non-branded IP, sure, it'd have to be whatever, $20-$40 less, but I think people buy it anyway. It's a nice spooky house, period. I don't know.
Well, the thing is too is like I'm typically someone that's kind of tired of black box art, but I think that just the purple like aura around it looks really nice. I just want to throw that out there.
This one will pass to Falcon. Falcon, there's some updates on some Marvel stuff, like kind of what's happening high level with these delays. I don't know if we need to like super get into all of them by detail, but kind of why is all this moving, you think?
The writer's strike.
There he is, Falcon Fan, the best in the game, the writer's strike.
How it relates to Lego. Your Lego sets will be delayed.
There you go.
Well, so yeah, Falcon, I guess real quick, I mean, to kind of bounce off this, I mean, none of these movies, since not the Marvels isn't on the list of moving back, right? That's still coming out in November, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Lego sets are still happening on time with, and I guess what I'll say is all these movies, the Lego sets weren't already in production, right? So, like they were far enough away where the Lego sets will just naturally be pushed back to when these are being. It's not going to be like a Black Widow.
Yeah, it will not be a Black Widow.
Okay, so dude, that Black Widow scenario will always be funny to me. The fact that helicopter like retired before the movie ever came out, that was hilarious.
Dude, I got 2 of those. I don't know what's going to happen with it, but I was like, I got a sense that was a weird one. So
yeah, dude, I mean, I think it's gone up in value quite a bit.
I think it's pushing 100 now, so I'm kind of happy about it. I just wanted it because I thought it was a great helicopter. I mean, there's a lot of trash helicopters out there. I thought that one was a good one. So.
And I like the Black Widow movie. I know a lot of people didn't, but I like it.
It was fantastic. Yeah,
I thought it was really good.
My observation, and Brent weigh in here, but I'm liking the variety I'm seeing here. It's like, okay, we've had plenty of Captain America. Sure. He's around.
More.
Well, of course you do. But I'm seeing Deadpool. I'm seeing Thunderbolts, Blade, Fantastic Four, Avengers. We've seen plenty of, but I'm just saying, I like, what do we got? We're getting like 4 properties, Falcon, that haven't been done to death here. So that's a good sign.
Well, I would love to see, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, because I definitely would not be the one to know, but is the only time we've gotten a Deadpool minifigure was for the San Diego Comic-Con?
The one set in the 2014,
right?
2012 with the original Avengers lineup.
Oh, wow.
They had a random comic book set with a helicopter, Wolverine, Deadpool, and Magneto.
Wow, but that was before like the Ryan Reynolds movies, though, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
Not the original one with where he with his no mouth.
Oh yeah. The cameo for that was so funny. I think it was at the end of like Deadpool 2, or Ryan Reynolds like sees that guy and like kills him or something. Sees like the original Deadpool guy.
There you go. So shout out to Marvel and people that are interested in that. I'm kind of a wait till I see the sets kind of thing. All right, let's get into it. Tyler, I'm turning the mic over. You've been pumping this set. We all knew it was coming. Falcon again knew 2.5 years ago. But Tyler, you've been talking about this one forever. What does this one mean to you? And are you happy with what you're seeing now that it's been officially revealed? The El Dorado from the old school Pirates theme. Where are you at on this one? Day one with a quickness, Tyler. What's happening here?
Yeah, I mean, so first off, shout out to everyone that always says I only put negative comments on their posts. Look at that top comment right there on the right side, Sean. Day one buy, but no one's gonna point that out, right? But no, for real,
no, you're only negative.
That's true. No, it's a day one buy for me. I mean, the thing is, looking like this might sound a little bit weird. I think none of us really had any clue. Maybe Falcon did, a month ago, but like I don't think most of us had any clue really what this was going to exactly be. Of course, you knew it was going to be updated, like no raised base plate.
Right.
Were they really going to do kind of a 1-for-1? We knew it was going to be a little bit more expensive. Like, were they going to include a side build like the boat, etc. And the thing is, I watched, shout out to Duck Bricks. I watched, Sean sent me the link over. I watched his review and actually the comparison video that he did too. And usually I don't like spoiling myself of sets like that, but I just met Duck over the weekend, and it's like I was super curious to see what he had to say about it. And I will admit, it's not like, for some reason, I will be honest, it didn't like fully exceed what I was hoping it would be. A smidge over, but not like super high. But I still love it. I think I don't know what's missing. That's the thing. I don't know why it's not
Raised base plate, old school look.
Look, raised base plate, and I think just the actual fact of it's not even nostalgia, man, because I wasn't alive in the 80s and 90s. Like I didn't see the old stuff on the shelves. Like I didn't own it growing up. Like I technically did for my brother, but it's still a day one buy though. I appreciate it. Lego did a great job. I think again, $215 for it. I love that like $2 to $250 price point. It just works on a lot of stuff like this. I think that's a fine common ground where not super expensive, but you're able to get a decent chunk for that price. I think the price per piece for the people that care, you're getting a great value for $215. And I give Lego a lot of credit for it. I mean, day one for me, especially.
Real quick shout out. Shy is in the chat, and I just have to say, like, this is his sig fig.
I got mine too somewhere.
Yeah. But beyond that, man, always great to hang with Shy. Once again, one of the best dudes in the game. I don't know. I was thinking about like who had a better BrickWorld than us, but like Shy once again, just all over the place, doing his thing on the convention floor, hanging with buds. Had plenty of time with Shy, even though he was like super busy. We all were super busy, but I still got some good time with my buddy Shy. And Shy, this figure, man, means so much. I got a pretty mean haul. I think you know about most of it, but one of the highlights for sure was getting that sick ass, probably one of the most accurate sig figs I've ever seen. I mean, Tyler, that's a pretty great representation. I mean, what are you going to say?
Yeah, and real quick, the Shy, I know. I mean, he gave me a sig fig too, and I remember I said I have to bring him one of my sig figs for my table.
Uh-oh.
I've been thinking about it so much, like 2 or 3 times since like Sunday. You gotta let me know, Shy. Did I end up remembering to give you a fig or not, or do I gotta send you one out? Like I need to know the answer, Shy. Like, I mean, did I end up giving you one back, or?
Yeah, when you go to mail my Phantom, make sure you mail the. Oh, that's another heater. Let's get Brent up there. The talk about accuracy. Falcon, rate this fig. Does this look like our buddy Tyler here? It's pretty good.
Only thing is Tyler needs to do an upgraded one with a flannel, and I think he mentioned doing that.
Oh yeah, and facial hair, and people were even saying too I should be doing a dark brown hair piece, not reddish brown, but all for V2, I guess.
Also, it'd be a sick accessory, and you may do this. I don't know if you do this with some of your sig figs, but the blue and green lightsabers with it.
Yeah,
we did get his fig, Tyler.
Okay. Look, that honest gosh, that is a huge relief off my chest, because I remember. I mean, again, like you and I were like one of the solidified trades that I was gonna do, and it's like, all right, thank you. That I'm gonna sleep better tonight, genuinely. Knowing that.
Dude, so good. I only got a few sig figs. I've seen some people post their sig fig hauls, and some people, I think like TJ got like 15 sig figs. I think maybe I got like 5, but definitely want to trade for some more sig figs next year. Hopefully
we'll have figs. Brent,
me and Sean will have figs, and also shout out to
a 2-pack. We're gonna do a 2-pack with the logo. Citizen Brick style, Tyler.
Well, and we're gonna we gotta get a 1x8 brick like Shy's got here too.
Unreal.
The Shy Time brick. We're gonna get a couple of brickheads brick. Maybe we can do a couple of brickheads on one side and heaters only on the other side.
Perhaps. And by then we might have like 6 new terms that we introduce.
Exactly.
I need to get a highlight reel, put together all the heater shout outs. It's been crazy.
Dude, all the heaters. Shout out to everyone saying heater in their videos too. Shout out to Duck Bricks.
Yeah, shout out to Duck, man. Just in the Dorado review. He said it like 3 times, and every time I'm like
big shout out to Duck in general, man. What a guy.
God bless America. He's gonna be on very, very, very soon, if not next week, sometime soon. But the biggest breakthrough, best new artist, Tyler, we'll call it. If it was an awards ceremony. Unbelievable. I mean, we're already buds from the show, but Tyler, Chris Duck Bricks, regardless of what predisposed notions anyone thinks about the guy, I don't know if I said that right, but the point is like he's unbelievable. I don't know what to say. Like he could. I hope I'm not putting him on blast here, but like he's everything you think he is, and then more. I mean, he's like he likes to party. He's really obviously he's really smart. He knows his Lego shit. But then on top of it, he's like just a cool dude to hang with, and I don't know, man. Those runarounds we had with Duck were crazy. What a great dude. Unreal.
Yeah,
Dude.
no, I 100% shout out to Duck.
You know what I mean? It's like I can't help it be like weird, mushy gushy. I can't help it. He's just that rad. I don't know.
Well, the thing is like the big takeaway from last year, me and Sean, I think we're still gushing, about how much we loved meeting Ryan from Montanal Productions
last year.
Ryan.
He's this year's Duck Bricks, I think.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's like Ryan unfortunately wasn't at BrickWorld this year. I think he will be going there next year for sure. But it was crazy to meet another guy that was just so awesome. But shout out to everybody else we met that was great too. But I mean I think like Tyler just said, I think a lot of people can agree that Duck is a really cool dude, man.
Yeah, I mean I think, and this I even kind of was telling him like. Again, no disrespect at all to him, but I think, when I first kind of saw his channel, a year ago, whatever, again, you kind of get like those pre-notes kind of
sure.
like, all right, kind of, I didn't know him, again, so I couldn't.
That's what I was trying to say. Preconceptions. That's what.
And let me just tell you, I mean, dude, I mean, look, I mean, any way you spin it, man. First off, again, like the fact, like, he was also excited to meet me. We knew of each other, we met, like that's one thing. And that first dinner, man, too. Like when he ordered a Long Island, that's when I knew I'm like, all right, like I love this guy, dude. I love, but like in general, man, he was a
Duck gets down, dude,
yeah,
and
the
energy
for
was
5 days, genuinely. I mean,
limitless. And here's what's weird is he some people are completely different than on camera. I think a lot of us have to sort of deal with that. He's that and then some. I don't know, like the energy's there.
No, everything. Even him at the
weird, but he has what I call like excitement eyes in person. Like he's really engaged in what you're saying, and it's like authentic as shit. Like he genuinely. I'm a terrible listener.
I was sitting next to him during the medieval times, man, and dude, he was having a damn. We were all having a damn good time.
Oh, medieval times.
Yeah, he was having a damn good time there. Shout out to Duck.
Shout out to all 22 of us that went to medieval times.
Holy Lord!
I highly encourage next year. Hopefully, I think we talked about it with Mark a little bit about making it kind of an add-on package to where you buy your BrickWorld pass and then you do a little add-on, little medieval times add-on, because Sean, there's 22 of us, and I mean, oh, dude, we won, and that's the thing too, guys. There's 6 factions, 6 nights.
Let's get into it. Hold on, let's save it.
Oh
let's
my God.
Medieval times.
All okay, we'll save.
Falcon, did we get your thoughts on this one? Sorry, guys, we're gonna dip into BrickWorld.
Sorry, guys.
Falcon, let's get your full thoughts on this. You've been following this. Was this kind of came out of nowhere? Were you expecting this one, and do you like it?
I mean, I like the fact that they're seemingly doing a classic set per year going forward. Like the Pirates one was this year, the Markets one with the Return of the Goat is next year. Yeah, and I think it looks great. I actually really like this set. It's one of I think I'll buy it.
Is it a day one buy for you, Falcon, or are you not a day one buyer usually?
It's probably not a day one, but it's one of those I'll buy before, not like within the month or two of it being on store shelves.
Just gonna wait for a little GWP action, maybe a little double VIP, and then it'll come home with you.
Or just when I'm bored and want a Lego set.
That's a good way to look at it too.
There you go. And reasonably priced. What is it, $219 for this girthy boy?
$215.
I think it's $250. I think that's a great price because it's like
$20. It was
originally
$200, and then it was hit with a $15 price increase.
You know what though, Tyler? I've talked to you about this a bunch. I think they were gonna go $230 on this, but then last year happened and they went too far, and I think that's why we're getting this $215 price. What do you think? They probably would have $230 this bad boy in 22. They would have.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, even when you look at stuff like the X-Wing, I mean, like sure that's maybe a bad example since that's whatever you want to call it, Disney license, like where they go from a 2 to a 240. I guess they started that with the Land Speeder last year, the May 4th UCS.
Yeah, the 240.
Yep. Yeah, so I think any way you spin it, I mean, but the thing is, it's hard for me to really, again, be mad at it any way you look at it. Again, price per piece isn't everything. We've learned that, but for 2,500 parts, I mean, I think throwing an extra 15, I mean, it's what. But if it was an extra 30, or 50, I think it would be pretty apparent. But yeah, I can't complain at 215. But I do agree, Sean. It was probably originally meant to be a smidge more.
Yeah, I think whenever you can get out for under 250,
with
tax, I think that's kind of what they're aiming for. The 250 plus tax thing puts you into the almost 300 range, which is like a far cry from being in the whatever lower twos. That's kind of what I think on this one. So love it. I think it's great. I'm so happy for Shy's mentioned he's getting a million of these. So for the castle and Pirates fan as well as classic Lego in general, I'm stoked for you guys. Here's some more images. You guys know we don't do the most thorough coverage here. We just kind of go off the riff, but people are really loving this boat as well, Tyler. It's a really cool little boat here. People are talking about just building up fleets of these. Shout out to Macro, for example. So
I will admit the boat doesn't do nothing for me. I think
bigger one, really?
It because it wasn't part of.
I mean, get sales on a tiny boat though. I thought we only got sales on like girthy boys. It's pretty cool.
Well, I agree, but the thing is, I get it's meant to be based off. I mean, I guess Falcon, you might know this. That's based off a different set, right, from the same era.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe that's why I have no like direct attachment. Because as a whole, I like the Pirates theme from like 08, 09 more than this era. But El Dorado has a personal attachment just due to the fact my brother had it. But so the boat doesn't do anything. Like if they would have said, if they at the Lego store could be like, hey, for even at, like if they could have said, yeah, 1 or even 200, they would have said a 200 no boat. I think I would have not been mad. But like the boats, I feel like in my opinion, like for me,
I like the boat for 30 though. I do like it for 30.
Yeah, but see, the boat, maybe the boat's the one thing that's kind of like psychologically like, I could have done without it. But I'm not.
The boat's not the goat. All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so there's that one. Let me get to so much. All right, I think you have a better Disney situation coming up soon. Quick comments on this. Looks like I think I mentioned last week or two, just too good at some point. This looks like a combination of like 3 sets or 5 sets we've gotten over the last 3 years to me. Like a little bit of the bonsai, a little bit of the Chinese New Year's festival, a little bit Ninjago. It's got that whole vibe going. I did see today Tranquil Garden that, and I forget who it was, so shout out to that person, but it is minifig compatible. Somebody had figured that out. So that's interesting. Tyler, real quick observation on this one. I don't want to spend a lot of time.
It does nothing for. I mean, again, I can't hate it. I know nothing about it, but I'm gonna forget this even exists after 2 months. Like honestly, it comes out August 1st. Yeah, genuinely. I mean, the thing is, I'm gonna forget it even exists until August 1st. I'll maybe see it at the Lego store. Maybe they'll have it like in the front kind of thing. Like when I go there August 1st, day one, and then after that, I'm gonna forget about it. And the thing is, with most of these too, I mean, this might pop up like in a Target maybe. But I don't think we're gonna see this like in Walmart shelves, right? Am I right or wrong on that? You think so? Like,
no, it's definitely. I'll tell you where it's definitely going to be, and that's Nobes. It's going to be a Barnes and Noble.
Nobes,
1,000,000%. This is a Barnes and Noble. Falcon, your thoughts on this one?
I mean, I like it. It kind of looks like, I don't know. There's something about it that doesn't scream Zen Garden to me, but. A fun little fact, it uses printed koi fish pieces from Friends.
Later, TJ. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It looks like just like a big GWP that just like they 2x'd it and then they're just selling
big GWP. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
look, it has the tray. It has the tray like the bonsai too. So I mean, I'm not crazy.
It looks like the World of Wonders kind of. It kind of reminds me of like those promos they're doing. Like it looks like this could be part of that line.
A little girthier though, but I do like that minifigs do fit in there. Look, I think someone showed it on the the little balcony over here.
So I've got a theory about this set.
Oh, here we go.
Let me just introduce you guys to this one. So My wife isn't into Lego. She is she is a little bit now because of the bonsai tree and then the flat.
She's a
You know,
tolerator. Yeah.
the botanical collection. So she does like keeping up on those sets. I think she has every single one except for the Birds of Paradise. So I think, and I haven't showed her this set yet, but the Friends Botanical Garden is a set that her and my daughter are both very excited about. So I feel like this is in a similar vein of that Friends Botanical Garden in terms of trying to get those normie fans or just normies in general that kind of like the botanical collection, and then they're going to start seeing the Friends Botanical Garden, and then they'll see this, and they're going to try to lure them in to the rest of this, the rest of the hobby. And I think it's a good segue for that. I mean, if you're a a guy or girl that's really only into the flowers, the botanical collection, I think this is a good kind of this is Lego tugging on your arm, twisting your arm just a little bit more to get you into the rest of the hobby here. And so I think it's good for that. I'm only going to buy it if my wife sees it and really wants it. I don't really want it for myself. But yeah, I think it's a good segue. It's another good pull for those people that are really only into Lego for the flower stuff. So I think this is a good little tie-in for that.
It's an astute observation, Brent. I appreciate.
I just think
you're so cultured.
Well, when they were talking about this, the board meetings and things like that, I feel like something along the lines of that was said. They know for a fact that the flower bouquets and all that stuff is becoming pretty popular. There's a reason that the bonsai tree and
gateway
stuff
drug. This one, yeah, I like
yeah.
That. Yeah. Shout out to the Lego CPA. I had a nice chat with him as well. If you guys aren't following him, give him a follow. Lego CPA, great guy. He loves this set personally, Brent. Fall Equinox says has better trees than the A-frame. I think we'll all agree. Lego can make quality trees they want to, and Phoenix thinks it'll make a great gift for mom for her birthday.
Yeah.
So,
you know what I mean?
All right, it's all good. Like I said, it does nothing for me. I'm a man, right? I mean, if this hits a little 40% off somewhere, it might come home. But full price Jones, probably not for me.
Full price Jones,
probably not doing that. Oh, what's this? Hold on. Okay, I've just received word. I want to make sure I got this right. Understood. All right, we're on it, guys. There is brand new merch dropping right now, live.
Whoa.
Oh,
ACOB Castle themed shirt. Shout out to what I wanted to confirm there real quick is it is going to be part of the promo. So even the new stuff is on promo as well. The ACOB Castle inspired tee.
Dude, we got to get everybody wearing one of these for medieval times next year.
100%. Shout out to Sidious. What a design, man. So
it's fire. It's a heater.
Super clean. It's one of those things you can wear, not be embarrassed. Some of this stuff, like the wrestling shirts and stuff. It's like you have a half naked man on your shirt, and you're walking around. Like, I love Hulk Hogan. A little weird, but I think that's a nice classy piece of merch. Girth Gang, I want to hear your thoughts on that. We'll leave it up for a second, but dude, it's a fire piece right there.
Is that live right now?
It's live right now
on Etsy.
It's on Etsy. So, guys, if you go to Etsy, search ACOB, you'll find it. Otherwise, you can look up Apex T Shop, and then Sidious is going to put. He's going to reload the promo code Girthy. Hold on a second, guys. It's going to run through July. He'll post a link to the store in here. This is the newest, hottest merch in the game. So hot that I don't have one yet. So that's how new this is. So.
Also, we are 55 minutes in, and we still have not really said anything about liking, commenting, or subscribing. And also, if you want to keep up to date on anything going on, all things ACOB, follow us on Instagram at BrickheadsPod. And also, in that Instagram description, there will be a link to the merch as well.
There you go.
Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and a big shout out to the Girth Gang if you're watching tomorrow or after this is posted. We love you.
And then, couple shout outs. We also didn't mention. Max could not make it tonight. He's graduated from college. He's a big boy now. He's working his real job life, so he couldn't make it tonight, but he'll be back soon. And then a huge shout out to Nicole. She's got an important family event, we'll call it, Brent, out of privacy going on this week, but a good one, a very happy one. So she's got that going on. So shout out to our ACOB crew that are off doing stuff there. But yeah, guys, the shirt, I guess give it a minute. If it's something you want, you can use the promo code on that. I'm going to be getting one here shortly, I'm sure. Let's see.
The ACOB heaters, man, like this one's just fire.
Woof. All right. Lay it on me, Falcon. This is your moment to shine. I think everyone's stoked about this. This is one of those ones that transcends. Tyler, I don't know if you collect Marvel like that, but I feel like this is one of the ones that's going to bring all the boys to the yard.
All the boys.
Falcon, you've been tracking this one again. I'm exaggerating saying 2-3 years, but I feel like this one's probably close to 2 years. Give me the history on this one.
Well, I mean, everyone thought this is what not
Black Panther.
This is when the set first came, when there was the first mention of a $500 Lego Marvel set last year. Everyone was like, "Oh, this is the Avengers Tower. This is the Avengers Tower. There's nothing else that could be." And then we just got the Hulkbuster.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
One of the worst selling direct-to-consumer sets of all time.
Oh, woof. Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. But still not as bad as the Black Panther one. And especially I think the Hulkbuster got worse, or not the Hulkbuster, the Black Panther one got more negativity towards it, especially because of the way the designer handled everything. But yeah, and then this year it came around and it's like, all right, what's the modular going to be for this year?
Hold, please. Andy, he ended up selling his Thrawn to Tyler for 120. Get punked. Tyler, you bought that Thrawn?
We did a coin flip, so I
you still won't send me a Phantom. This is unbelievable. You know why? Do you know why I didn't buy the Thrawn? Because I was like, I can get the rest of the set for another whatever, our arrangement.
No, that's what I'm saying. But you know what I'm gonna do with mine. But yeah,
sure, okay. But it was good to meet you, Andy. I didn't mean to haggle you. You'll see maybe later. Maybe we'll do our hauls later, maybe next week. But I spent a lot that night, so I'm sorry I haggled you so bad. And by the way, I respect you for standing firm. I tried to get him down from that, Tyler, and he wouldn't.
Yeah, he was telling me a little bit. Yeah. You were really trying to fight for that sub 100.
No, I wasn't sub 100. I think we were at, Andy, correct me if I'm wrong, I think I was staying firm at 110, and you were like, nah, dog. It was a good war. We had a good time.
Well, see, that was the coin flip we did. Me and him did a coin flip 110, 120, and I lost it.
Unbelievable.
See, shout out to Tyler for doing these coin flip deals, because I never ever saw anybody do that. But that's a good fun way to
it is. I mean,
to haggle for some Lego.
Oh yeah, and Brent, you were right then and there. Yeah, with
Chicken Bark. That's right. Hey, Tyler, hold on. At one point, I was feeling frisky, and I said, "Here's what we'll do." I think I tried to do 100 and a chicken sandwich, and then people were like, "Well, what kind? What are we talking? We're talking McDonald's." I'm like, a decent one, like a $10. I'm not gonna get you a McChicken. Maybe we get you a $10 boy. I was saying 100. My bad. Okay. All right. Well, that's where I was at. In fact, to be clear, Andy, I bought one more thing after that, and I needed a light. If Secret Squirrel's in here, I needed a light cash loan to execute on it, and I paid him back. But yeah, I wasn't kidding, man. And I don't remember. I think you said you didn't take PayPal. There's a lot going on. It's a very emotional time.
The final offer was $100 plus a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
No. I said a good. I clarified. I said a good chicken sandwich. I tried to get a restaurant. Yeah, from a real restaurant. I was gonna drive through Jones. I was gonna do like a real deal.
Drive through Jones.
Chick-fil-A is a good chicken sandwich.
Oh man, guys, like all the conversations that you guys don't hear. I mean, I think there was a night where Tyler came back up to our room. We were just shooting the breeze till like 3 a.m. and
4:30. Yeah.
Well, every like 10 minutes, like
this is after talking to each other for 17 hours straight. It didn't get old.
But every like 10 minutes, Tyler would just kind of like stop and shake his head and laugh and be like,
"Not bad, Andy."
Be like, Sean's one-liners, man. Like sometimes the way he says stuff, and I'm just sitting there laughing too. Be like, dude, I know I've been doing a podcast with him for 2 years. Like his one-liners are goated.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, dude, I'll butter up Sean right now. I'm telling you, Sean is. Honestly, he's like a 9.9. You guys know how I run it. He's like a 9.9 out of 10 on the humor level. I mean, again, Brent can agree. Even some of the shit that look like 99% of people would not be able to make that sentence funny. But just how Sean says it, I'm just like, and sometimes it takes me like 10 seconds to kind of like comprehend, like, what in the heck did he just say?
I just assume everybody knows what I'm talking about all the time. I don't know.
With the abbreviation. Like we're walking through the mall, like we hit the Lego store and we're leaving there and we're kind of, poking around like, oh, where else has Lego? And I said something about, is there a Barnes & Noble here? And like we check the map and there's no Barnes & Noble. And Sean just goes, no Nobes?
Oh,
no
dude,
Nobes?
in JC
No
Penney
Nobes?
too, man. Sean, are you going to tell the JC Penney story?
The JC Penney story.
Oh, man.
Do we have to wait? Oh, man.
All right, hold on. We'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there after the leak.
All right, guys. We're going to definitely intersplice some of this stuff. But sorry, Falcon. I feel like you're being abused here.
No, it's okay. I enjoy it.
All right. So Avengers Tower. Look, everybody got their wish, man. I think Tyler, I think you said El Dorado, Avengers Tower. This is making for. We've said it a couple times on here, Brent. It's on the record for whatever that means to people. 23 is the rebound year we all needed. I mean, as long as this set delivers somewhat. Falcon, are you feeling that way? 22, especially with that triple header of horrible, expensive sets. That Black Panther, Hogwarts Express, Hulkbuster run really put everybody in a bad mood. But I feel like they're giving the people what they want here.
I mean, I definitely feel like it's not as much of a palate cleanser as it could have been, but I feel like it's a really solid, palate cleanser to kind of be like, oh yeah, let's just. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the show Community.
Yeah.
And they call season 1 of, I think it was season 4, the gas leak year. Mm-hmm. Like where there was a gas leak throughout the entire.
Oh, yeah.
That's what 2022 was for Lego, just the gas leak year.
Yeah, it just wasn't. Yeah, and so I feel like they're on the road to recovery. We've talked about prices here, Tyler. You're a money guy, as am I. We like to talk deals, prices, all that stuff. Again, I don't beat a dead horse here, but in 22, this set's not $525. It's just not. I think they'd be ballsy and be like, $630, bitches, pay it.
Right?
I'm sorry, I don't know if it's $630, but I feel like this price has been cut and not upped. Your thoughts?
So yeah, I mean, I can agree in the aspect of, look, I think like this was probably conceptualized at like a 500 price point, and then sure, if it came out this time last year, it would have been maybe 550, and now it's like they're kind of backtracking 25, kind of splitting it. They're grabbing an extra 25, but they're also making it feel a little bit better than maybe some of us maybe planned on it. But again, I mean, at the end of the day, man, I mean, I'm not a big advocate of them marking these prices up for no reason, but on a scenario like this, I mean, again, I think it's worth it. I think when someone loves a set so much, it's like, I think price is kind of out the window at that point, but like, I can agree to the average consumer, how about we keep these prices civilized?
Yeah,
man, I think a lot of people would agree that they could have charged $6 for this. I mean,
that's a good way to put it, Brent. I mean, damn well, dude. I mean, if they do it right, they could have done $625, and this is the fact of the matter. I mean, you would get some complaining, but it's still gonna sell.
Well, we're living in a world where there's a $300 or $630 Razor Crest. So I mean, Avengers Tower is way more iconic. They could have done $7 on this thing, probably.
We're living in a world with a $500 Hulkbuster.
That's facts.
As it's on shelves with a smaller one, and now it's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, like, look, all right, real quick, just to recap, everyone that's still sticking with us on this one. I know we've sidebarred a lot, but old figs, you're getting a Thor, Chitauri, 4 of them. I hate that. They're like the set ruiners for Marvel. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude, I army build them, Sean. I've got
of course, you're always the controversial one. I've never met any human that likes Chitauris, and now I have. Tony Stark, Captain America, Black Widow, War Machine, Scarlet, Pepper Potts, Nick Fury, and Wong. But for the new boys, and this is interesting, they're going to put 2 new Iron Man suits, Brent, behind a paywall. That's smart business, because there's a lot of Iron Man completionists. Hulk.
I'll bet anything though. There's no people complaining about that. Unlike there's a bajillion people that are mad that Rex is behind a Venator. Like I can guarantee it. It's like, again, like just
complain. They'll complain. It's not as loud. And no one bitches as loud as Star Wars fans. Come on.
Yeah. No, any way you spin it, dude. Yeah. I mean, Star Wars fans, any way you look at it, man, whether it's someone agreeing with someone or voicing your own opinion, disagreeing with someone, it's always the loudest, factually. Yeah.
There you go. Getting a big fig. First time in a minute. I feel like Market's been cornered Falcon by Monkey Kid on the big figs as of late, right? I'm a little bit.
Market Kid doesn't do big figs anymore.
But I'm saying that was the last, I think. I mean, there was that Thanos one from that's going back maybe 2.5 years at this point. So it's been a minute.
And then we're getting a new Thanos big fig this year in that
they're back.
diorama A4 set.
I'm a fan. I feel like it's an added value. It makes me feel good. You know what I mean? When you get a big fig in a set. Vision, Falcon, shout out to Falcon, Wasp, Ultron with a new head mold. Very exciting.
Yes, that people are going to if it is the way it's been described to me.
You've seen it.
And I think people will I think people will like it.
Can you tell us this much? Is it an existing mold or is it a new mold?
No, it'll be new.
Oh, I'm a dumb. It's okay. All right, my bad. Okay. So there's a chance it'll be fantastic. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Helen Cho and an Ant-Man microfigure. So this is again, I'm not trying to be picky here. I have a pet peeve. I don't know, but I have a pet peeve.
Helen Cho is it's from the second Avengers movie. She's like helps create Vision.
Oh, I recognize her, but what a weird inclusion. I mean, I guess it makes sense for Age of Ultron, but
you gotta have a rare boy in there, a rare girl. That's good. One thing I can't stand though is when a set comes with an Ant-Man micro figure and it's just a micro figure. It's like, dude, you got to give us the full boy too. You know what I mean? I don't like when they do just the micro in it. It seems
and it's kind of funny they're doing the Wasp regular figure.
Oh yeah, that's extra weird, man. Good, yeah, that's a good point out.
Be a lot of competition. People are asking. I don't know what fig they're talking about, but does it have arms and legs?
Yes, Ultron has arms and legs.
Sorry. Okay. I think they should make Ant-Man a new scaled up minifig size to go next to the tower. Well, speaking of, your boy got a really cool Ant-Man at the show. I'm pretty excited. Got the coolest one, I think. All right, so that's this one. We're all fired up.
I think people will be very happy with that.
With the actual set?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I think it will probably.
That's a day one sellout, right? Like a legit sellout, old school, you think?
So it'll be like this. Like, obviously,
right back.
You know, you're going to have, you could say the Venator is going to be the set of the year in quotes, but people are obviously going to have, you know, complaints because it's Star Wars and Rex and everything.
Yeah.
But with the tower, I feel like that's going to be a lot of people's like, oh yeah, I'm buying this one. Like, there's not a lot to complain. Obviously, people will complain, but it's like a lot of people are going to buy this. This is going to be a Black Friday set that sells really, really well.
Sweet, man. I'm hyped. Like I said, Venator, El Dorado, Avengers Tower for me, man. I think that's going to be the top 3 of the year for me, and I can't damn wait.
I think Gringotts is
going to be up there for a lot of people, too.
Which one was that, Falcon?
Gringotts.
Oh, true.
For me especially,
Yeah, I'm just not an HP guy. I can't get past the second movie, so I definitely
you
won't
and
get
Sean
to
are the same, man.
They get so much from the last one, right?
Now, Gringotts is in like every one. It's in the first one. It's in the last one. It's in...
shit, really? Okay, I thought it was only from the two-parter. I thought, but no, I guess not.
Nah,
wasn't that part of the thing over the years though? That like people always said they wouldn't make it Gringotts because it was part of the last movies, and like they didn't make last movie sets forever.
I mean, it wasn't about Gringotts like specifically, but just of the fact that like throughout the Harry Potter sets that have been released, like there's just been so many sets released from the first couple movies. But yeah, that's kind of been, I don't know if it's Lego's actual response, but it's been their rumored response or the speculation has been like, oh well, the last book is like a lot of people die and this, that, and the other, and it's like, yeah, okay, well, Anakin.
Yeah, that's like saying how many stormtroopers died on the Death Star?
Yeah, dude, like Anakin Skywalker,
So Mark is so people got that idea from God, it's Marcos. Do you guys know what's the Lego designers? It's Marcos Bezos.
I'm not too sure, man. I don't know any Lego designers besides Jens.
Basically, the guy who used to run Harry Potter, his name is Marcos. He's actually there was some quote he said a while ago about why they hadn't done Deathly Hallows sets, and he said oh, it's violent, and then people, yeah. Like there was a designer comment that kind of set off that chain.
Yeah. But also too, I think back in like 2019, 2020, we got a set from the fourth Harry Potter movie, and without spoiling anything from or for anybody like, Tyler that will maybe, turn to the dark side and watch Harry Potter. They made a set from the fourth movie that was very mature, so without spoiling anything, I mean, for those of you that know which set I'm talking about, it's the one where Dumbledore or Voldemort kind of, does the thing. That's all I'll say. But no, it's kind of a thing they've been tiptoeing around, but they just came out with, the final duel set from Deathly Hallows, and that was a set that for a long time I was thinking that they weren't going to make because Deathly Hallows was too violent or whatever. But for them to make that set, shout out to Holly from Holly on Film. I watched her review of that today. That set's really cool. It very much to me is very comparable to the Death Star final duel that we get in Harry Potter. Like, it's a very iconic battle from the end of a saga, and the very similar thing with the final battle, the Hogwarts final battle. I don't know the name of the set, but you guys know which set I'm talking about. So I'm glad to see some stuff finally come out from Deathly Hallows. But yeah, I think I saw someone in the chat say that this Gringotts will be very much based around Deathly Hallows, which is true because it's going to have the dragon and all that stuff. And
the minecart.
What's up?
And the minecarts.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm still curious to see how they're gonna do that, man. I mean, I know it's supposed
to... You can put the dragon on the roof, then you have Gringotts, and then underneath you can basically, I think the Rancor pit.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, but so it's when you put it next to Diagon Alley, though, it's still gonna look like it's like the minecart thing is like above ground. If you have it like,
I see what you mean. Yeah.
You take the minecart thing off.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just happy to have it, man. I've been stoked about this one for a while. I'm just glad. Excuse me. There was a mock. Shout out to the builders that had the awesome table of the big giant Nimbus 2000 broom and the giant Hogwarts. They basically had every scene in Hogwarts built, but they had a big Gringotts there, and it was kind of a cool, preview to what it could kind of look like when it comes out. So.
If I would put the 3 best-selling sets of the year in terms of D2Cs, I would go Avengers Tower, Venator, Gringotts.
Facts. I agree.
You think the Tower is going to beat Venator, huh?
Yes.
I think it's going to bring some of the Star Wars boys to the year. That's interesting. Yeah. I don't know about Gringotts, though. I'm gonna question Gringotts.
Tyler's questioning that as well. Yeah.
I don't have a suitable replacement at the moment, but I feel like Harry Potter's kind of cooled off, but we'll see.
It's cooled off, but
why
BTS. I think BTS had a nice early pop, Andy, but I think it's died off. In fact, we talked to the man who built it, and I don't want to give too many behind the scenes, but
I'll say this of why I think Gringotts 3.
Shout out to JB.
It's because it's like that's the Harry Potter set that all the Harry Potter fans have been asking for years.
Facts. Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's like
Rivendell.
No, I don't think because why no? I don't think Rivendell is I don't know how well that's sold, but no, I think that
pretty good.
First of all, I would say Harry Potter's has a bigger audience than Lord of the Rings in terms of Lego sets. Because Harry Potter's been around, and like they kind of just brought Lord of the Rings back this year, but this is the Harry Potter set that everyone's been asking for a long time. Yeah, it's pricey, but it's not like extremely.
It's like the Avengers Tower of Harry Potter. I think that's a good way to.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, I think it's going to be I would say it's number 3.
It's coming. It's coming.
just-
Moments. We're gonna get to it. Moments. We're gonna get to the Disney Castle.
Yeah.
Real quick, this JB Spielwarn, what is he, like James Lego's cousin or something? This guy gets everything first. It's very upsetting. Shout out to
this is 2 different people.
is Spielwarn not a name? I need to
No, that it is, but this account is different than the other JB Spielwergen.
Okay.
Yo, Falcon, I guess, do you know this off? Is JB Spielwarn, is he just part of LAN, or does he own his own shop?
He's
Is that
a
why he gets the
retailer.
stuff really?
Yeah, he's a retailer. Yeah.
So, okay, so that's how he get. Okay, I'm just, but he's not in LAN at all.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, that makes sense then. Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to JB Spielwergen.
Also, James Lego, who owns Lego. I don't know if you guys know that, but his name is James Lego. And Andy E says he's James Lego's sugar baby. So there you go. So Andy's going to start getting those sweet exclusives.
Hey, Brent, you're muted, just so you know.
Along with
Shit, my bad. Thanks.
$100 Thrawns all night. If you go to Andy E's Brick link, you can get
Actually,
$100 Thrawns.
there's a better picture. I'm pretty sure there's a better picture of that set without the watermarks, and I think it's official pictures.
Yeah, there is. I'm just going through your feed right
Yeah.
now. I mean, like this isn't the highest rent situation here. All right. So, anyways, let's get into this set. 100-year celebration. I've heard this is not to be confused. There will be Falcon help back me up on this. There will be another set that is focused around having a camera and all that stuff, and that will actually feature Walt Disney. So this is not that. Some people were like, "Oh, this is what it is." No,
And
you are
maybe, just maybe, you might be able to recreate some scenes in the camera from
Hot shit.
very, very original Disney movies.
Wow, little Falcon exclusive. See,
The nuggets are dropping a little
And
bit.
maybe,
comes the nugs, Tyler. Hour 2 nugs, Tyler. You notice he's getting a little looser.
Hey, by the 2-hour mark, we'll know some heavy stuff.
Yeah, Falcon's like in a
maybe
24
some,
Jabba sail barge. Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe we can look at some the up house quality certain things coming in it.
All right, like where your head's at. But yeah, this is great. By the way, I love this. I mean, again, guys, I'm a Disney guy. I like what they did here with the piece. You know how they do the little borders? I like what they're doing here, just showing off all the different parts. That's interesting. If you just glance at it, it just looks like their normal sort of border, Brent, right? On this?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like that. This Mickey is a friggin' heater, though. Like I got the tile set or whatever, and that's cool. He's got the little, paint splotches and stuff. Shout out to that. But this is fantastic. It suggests you should hold your Disney pictures there. Requirement not horrible. Was it 100? Did I hear on this one? It's got to be
100, and it's like you don't have
Disney
to purchase
themed.
the tower.
What's that?
Not the tower. You don't have to purchase the castle.
But it is only Disney though.
Yeah.
I think
it is. It's Disney.
It is.
Yeah.
This is a pretty heavy GWP. Like, I don't think we've got a Disney GWP like this before.
Ah, man.
And that's a.
I just
nice
told you
little
about
size
the
set right
villain
there for
set. I
100.
just bought the villain set, full rip, no GWP. I'm kind of like, well, I'm within the return period. We'll see what happens.
Right? Return it and buy the same exact thing. Get the GWP.
Hey, man. Little return of the gift walker. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'll do. We'll see.
See, there's more of those one-liners we're talking about.
Yeah. It's like, who would have ever thought that combination of words would ever be in a sentence together?
I don't know, but it's me. So, guys, we like this one. Again, I know not everybody. All right, here we go. This is the oh boy, Imagi Castle. I'm brutalizing it. This is rad. Again, not for me, but I appreciate it. Tyler, you appreciate this thing. It's kind of cool looking now.
That looks cool, but another one of those I'll forget exists after a month.
You'd rather have a Jedi temp, right? I mean, let's be honest.
How much is this one? Is it in the top right? 160? Do I see a 160 there?
Yes,
right,
that's a 160.
Yeah, no.
160 going once.
Yeah, no shot, man. A little Walmart clearance action. I'll part some out, but no, dude. For 160, I don't hate it, but there's just other stuff I'd rather have.
Well, it's kind of
I like the 160 kind of big architecture sets that they've done for the past 2 years.
Yeah, like that new Hogwarts.
Not even the Hogwarts, like the pyramid, and now this
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. They did the
Oh, yeah.
pyramid last year. Yeah,
That
yeah.
Hogwarts is a friggin' so good.
Might be good enough to make you watch the movies, huh?
No, but I might get that set. I don't think I'm ever gonna watch it. No more bricks. Day one buy for me. Shout out to Harold, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Big
it
shout out
was
to
good
Harold.
meeting him. Yeah.
Dude. So good to meet you, bud. We had so much fun with you, man. But yeah, this one, yeah, I'm good on it. Again, it's this thing. I respect that it's not for me. All right, let's get down to business here. There's better shots of this, but again, if you want them first, you want them as fresh as they can be. You go to the Falcon. You know what I mean? He's
They
like,
might not be the best quality, but they will always
it's the
be
first quality.
The first quality.
Gotta respect the Falcon.
There's
Dude,
the new
how
Falcon.
can I just
there's
say
the new
something
Falcon
here?
slogan right there.
Tyler, we're all doing feel good sort of belly rubs here, right? Dude, how rad is it that we get the source himself? The guy that we all look to for the news is right here on a couple of brickheads. That's pretty rad, right, Tyler? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad. Shout out to Falcon for hopping on some of these, and again, it's an honor to finally talk in person, man. It's a pleasure meeting you voice to voice.
I will say, like, this is just a little side note. Like, it's always not in a bad way, but it's always the weirdest thing to me when people are like, "Oh my gosh, it's an honor, like, to talk to you. It's an honor."
You're the Falcon, dude. We got to show respect.
Like honestly, I know it's especially in the news game. There's a lot of people that are in this for the clout. I promise you, when I started, it was never the intention, and I know, like, I've grown, like, I know how many followers I have, and I know, like, my reputation and stuff like that. But it's just kind of like it's weird to me in a good way. Like, I love it, but at the same time, when it's like, oh, it's an honor, it's like, really, you consider that an honor? I mean, that's great, but I'm just me.
Hey, you're a top. I mean, most times you're a number one, but I mean, you're every single time a top 3 news source, man. I mean, just factual.
I've said it before, dude. I mean, I'm again relatively new to the game, but if the Falcon didn't publish it, I'm not buying it, Tyler. I mean, we come on here and we say Falcon confirmed, and then it's real. So that's what it means to us, Falcon. So, but thank you for being humble. But
Thank
yeah,
you.
And lately,
we do your shit every day. I think everybody here in this chat, and if they're not, dude, go to Falcon. He's 1414 Falcon Fan on Instagram is the handle. Go follow him if you want to hear about the new heaters before anybody else. I'll tell you.
I will admit it is crazy to see that follower count go up Falcon every time there's like a big day. It's like I will admit I kind of see how many followers you pulling, and I'm like, damn, dude, like dude, you're growing, man.
Like the fact that I'm almost at 50,000. It's like, that's weird. Like, I can like, God,
200,000, but that's fine. You should.
I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it's like, I think, like, I'm a New York, New Jersey guy. It's like, I can sell, like, if you were to put all my followers in like a football stadium, I could sell out MetLife.
It's kind of wild to think about.
Like, that's something that's like,
we could sell out the YMCA, which I'm also proud of. You put the bleachers up, a little bit of little popcorn stand. I mean, so we're getting there.
No, this will be there one day.
Tyler, you want to take this one? I'm gonna play the music for you. This is right up your wheelhouse, sir.
Oh, hey, shout out to Yonks a million 510 for the $4.99 super. UCS Venny going to be first UCS set. So I keep it sealed or build it. Also find Lego sets for half price at Bay Area flea market. Thoughts? At least the Venator part I'll answer really quickly for you. I mean,
don't buy it early if you're going to seal it. I mean, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, that really comes down to, I mean, it's really personal preference. Like, I've never been one to vouch for, like, once you buy it, like, once you make that transaction, like, what I do got to say though, and this is just me, but like, if you are buying it to say, just like kind of tell everyone and like tell yourself that you bought it type thing, but like you really don't care for it, if you get what I'm saying, it's probably better off just not building it right away. At least, kind of get a feel for it after a month or two, maybe 2 months in, like, if you just haven't thought about it a single time in those 2 months, it's probably just better off keeping it sealed. What's the point of cracking the seal, opening something up that you just aren't passionate about? But if you have a couple dreams about it, if you're thinking about it at dinner time, 2 months in, I would crack it open. And Nixon Bricks brings up a good point too. I mean, do you have room to store it? I mean, that's something you have to kind of before you crack open any Lego set, I've learned to realize, I think most of us do too. I mean,
Babu's got a good observation, Tyler, for you.
once you chip that card, crack that box. If it's a day one chip, yes, that box is getting cracked day one. But if it's like a 8-month down the line chip, I'll play the waiting game. I'll see kind of where I'm at. If it's a clearance chip, again,
Clearance chip.
yeah, a little
down the line
Is
chip.
use your credit card, everybody. Listen, I think the most interesting observation here is, and Brent, you can attest to this, man. If you get something, if you don't crack it within the first day or two, it might go in the backlog.
Oh, dude.
Forever. I mean,
When I've been burned so many times.
I've done forced seal breakers because I'm like, nope, not letting this one go. I said it, I meant it. I'm building it now. Like, and if you don't, it could sit, man. You're like,
yeah, but I've been burned so many times, like buying something on day one for the hype, and then I don't build it, and then I see it everywhere on clearance. So
cheaper or whatever. Yeah.
But something like the Venator, though. I mean, you can like the Venator. I mean, you might be able to catch that like on Target.com. You get like the 5% after a couple months, but it's not like some of these other ones, like the Luke's land speeders that like you're able to catch in Walmart. Like if I see a UCS,
I don't know, man. There's plenty of AT8. I don't know, man. There's plenty of AT-ATs if you know where to look in the 500s. I'm just saying.
Yeah, where was that one place, man? What's that store called in the South? Half cheap something. Is it something, dude? Half. You guys know what I'm talking about? Have you guys seen those?
Yeah.
Someone had one for like 500
half price books or something.
Half price something, dude. And it was like they had like a whole slew of them for again like $5.25 a pop or $5.50 a pop. And
Big Lots.
Wasn't that
Big
Lots?
Lots?
I know what I'm talking about.
All right, my bad. Shout out to Big Lots.
Shout out to Big Lots. Yeah.
Hey, Big Lots had a good little run there for Black Friday clearance for a year or two, and then the next year they didn't have any Lego on clearance, and they probably did not sell nearly as much anything as they did the year before.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a weird thing, man, unless you build it immediately. All right.
Hey, real quickly, does anyone else here have any flea market Lego experiences? I personally don't dabble into the flea market game really that much. He was asking about he said he found a bunch of flea market deals too. I mean, do you guys have any insight on that?
I've never bought anything from a flea market. I've wanted to go sorry guys about the voice, man. I'm still recovering from medieval times. I've wanted to go test my luck in flea markets, but I haven't yet. I mean, I don't think maybe before you buy it, really double, triple check that everything checks out. But
yeah, there's a lot of
I
fake.
ran up on the fleams, man. You know what the fleams is good for is like a year, like something that's like freshly retired that they got for the super deep Walmart clearance, and they're like kind of in that mid range. So like, for example, there was I'm not into it, but like one of those Minecraft, let's say it's a Minecraft $100 set, right? And they got it for 40, like they'll put it for 60, and it's already been retired for like 3 or 4 months. So the boxes beat the shit, whatever, but you can come up on some stuff in the flea market. Also,
you mean the fleams?
The fleams, yeah. By the way, shout out to the super chat. I didn't get to call this out, but I'm sorry, but somebody scooped me on using fucking Venny.
I was just about to say, dude. Someone said Venny before you, Sean.
Yeah,
I'm upset about that, but I'm going to use it if you don't mind, sir. I'm going to use it. Venny.
You got to pay him royalties now.
Use Venny. All right.
Use Venny.
Yeah, we're going to abbreviate. We're going to
use Venny, boys.
We're going to abbreviate UCS into
grabbing that off the top shelf where Grandma keeps the cookies. You know what I mean?
Or shout out to Oos. For like shout out Bloodline WWE Roman Reigns. We can say the Oos Venny.
Oos Venny.
Yeah. All right.
Little Venny. Get that Cappy Rexy.
All right, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. The AT&T being 500 has been public knowledge for months, brother. I don't know if he's talking to me. I wasn't hiding it.
No, Sean. That's a little inside joke between like his friend group and like I mean like it involves. Those are some like I say that stuff quite often. Like, I say quite frankly.
Hey, Yonk says we could use it. All right,
that's hilarious.
I'm just saying we provide pro tips, but yeah, man, like do not pay FPGA on an AT-AT. Never full price Jones on that. Don't do it ever.
Or even wait for a little Kohl's cash action. Like you just
right?
never got to pay Your shot. I feel like we haven't been talking about Kohl's Cash at all anymore. But yeah, I mean, wait for a little Black Friday Kohl's Cash. And
There's
you'll
nothing
be happy.
sweeter than
Dude, the
there's
Black Friday
nothing-
Kohl's Cash $15 per 50. Like that's just
yeah.
nice. Because you could get like over $100 Kohl's Cash back for buying a girthy boy.
Yeah, no, it's fire, man. Yeah.
All right, we've had the Disney Castle on screen for 45 minutes at this point. Look, what is there to say? It looks great.
I'm coming around on it.
I have the old one. It's enough to make me not. I don't think I'm going to day one this. I know it's maybe shocking to some people, but I have the other one. I'll definitely get this before it retires. Shout out to Lego and Disney. Falcon, you brought it up earlier. That beautiful GWP is not locked behind this, so I really have no super motivation to day one this one. That might have helped. So I think that was a weird move by them to not lock this behind a sick GWP. I'll get it eventually. And that's how I feel. Tyler, I don't think care either way, but if you had to evaluate just from a visual, you liking this one better than the OG, or where you at?
I didn't realize the OG one came out like 20. When did it come out? Does anyone know?
16
16, and that just retired at the end of
last year.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I just don't care either. Are they so they're both based off the same castle? Just
Yeah.
This is the Orlando.
Well, because they painted the Sean, you would know, but they did paint the real castle in real life, right?
Yeah. So this is.
So they painted it to make it look different. Yeah.
Correct. They're both the Walt Disney World Castle. It has Disney 100 on the box, which they're doing that all year, but this is the Disney 50th anniversary sort of motif colorway. It was kind of a gold and then a rose color, which is what you're seeing there.
So this is what the castle looks like now in real life, or was it only like a little?
Yeah, they reskinned it for the 50th. So this is what it looks like now.
So explain this, Sean. There was a 50th.
Yeah.
There was a 50th and then the 100. What was the 50 for?
So 50th is for 50 years of Walt Disney World Park in Florida. 100 is 100 years of Disney period.
All right, because I was seeing, I was real confused.
Including the movies, mainly like the movie studios and the animation started around 100 years ago. The Disney World Park opened 50 years ago. It's now 51 years, but yeah.
So I didn't want to cut you off. I just wanted you to explain that for me and the people.
You know who?
So my reaction is I don't care. Another one of those where I'm glad it exists for the people that like it, but no.
Yeah, you gotta be a big Disney fan to want it. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
It's a girthy boy.
It won't let me search. All right, but if you guys want to see a real good visual of the castle itself, and one thing I wanted to talk about is the baby blue or light blue,
sand blue,
the sand blue. Thank you. Yeah, beautiful. And I think the bottom is better. It doesn't have those weird.
Those like big, like giant, long pieces. I feel like
kind of remind me, of the Jurassic Park gate. Those weird wedgy pieces. They're gone now, so those are good.
It's literally like the pieces like that they use for Grievous's shuttle here, kind of these big.
The big wedges. Yeah,
they had those big wedges in the first one, but I feel like now like brick building it more is only gonna make it look even better.
Yeah. So, I love it. I wish I had more to say on it. I just I'll get it eventually, but I'm pretty happy at this moment right now that I got the OG because I still feel like I like that one a little better for whatever reason.
And we'll see you all in 2030 for the next one.
Exactly. We better do Disneyland next time or we riot.
They won't.
Oh,
they should. Hopefully sometime. Shout out to Brick Snaps. He had a sick mock in Chicago of the Disneyland castle.
All right. On a Disney tip, we've got the Peter Pan set. $65. Everybody thinks this is a heater. Of course, predictably, no one's happy about the 65. What did we get on a piece count on this one, Falcon?
Why the F is at 65? Like, what's the justification?
Tyler or Falcon? I don't see
60 and it has a $5 price increase.
Okay.
I don't
looks like 45.
1 second. I think I have the piece count somewhere.
It's cool, but like 65 just seems a little steep.
I agree. That GWP looking set. Yeah,
It
true.
does look like a GWP.
It is a GWP looking set. Shout out to her. Shout out to Vexplex for saying
Moments
that.
comes through in the clutch. 466. Wow, that is a big tax.
I had $60. No, I don't have the piece count for it. Wait, that's not
466 is what we're hearing.
466. Oh, and it's also there's holes.
So
There's
magical.
holes.
So magical.
There's holes, I think, on the left side of it. Like so clearly you can put it into other dioramas.
Oh,
And then we have
I
the.
don't see any holes. Where are the holes, dude? Oh, you said
was-
left side. Right.
I was told that there were holes on it.
Hold on, I'm looking.
Yeah, it's
Looks-
in the front.
Looks hole free. I don't.
But either way, I like the Disney dioramas. They're clearly going to continue with them. I guess they're going to replace the Maleficent.
First
Clover.
one though, isn't there? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So there's gonna be more coming. All right. Here's the box art. Going back to the castle real quick. It's beautiful, man. I mean, it's gonna do really well.
The
And I'm
brick built
Especially with
fireworks.
Cinderella.
Yeah. Shout out to Cinderella's Castle. Shout out to Lego for keeping it honest at 400. Tyler, you heard rumors this is going to be like a 430. They were going to do that weird math. I'm glad they kept it 4. You know?
Yeah.
Brent, you have this. You've built it. Are you looking to buy another one, or what are we doing?
So my thought was
I already saw this. Yep.
the first one was technically a Christmas present for Lana, and it is currently on display in her room. I'm thinking this next one will be just, for me, something for me to put on display somewhere. Oh, wait, are you talking about the castle or this?
Oh, castle. We're getting
Yeah.
to the next
That's fine.
thing.
No, I'm definitely still going to get the castle like before it retires. Definitely not getting it on day one or even within the first year. So this is another thing to speculate before we cap off the Disney castle. First Disney castle had a shelf life from 2016 to 2022. Are we going to expect to see this castle on shelves for another 6 years?
I think
Yeah.
that's what
It's
what
possible.
Falcon was alluding to. I think we're
Right,
stuck
right.
with
Yeah.
this for a minute.
Because
So-
Disney I'll say this: the previous Disney castle sold amazing, and this one I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's gonna sell amazing too. And then the next one the inevitable next one in 2030 will sell amazing too.
Yeah. So I'll buy it in like 3 or 4 years. There's just too many other girthy heaters for me to have to get before they retire,
Too many. All right. Moving on to this.
This thing's dope though.
Hot off the presses.
Today,
Falcon-
6 hours ago.
6 hours. Very fresh.
Fresh.
This appears to
Canadian
be.
Toy
Wait.
Store.
Is this a Target? What are we doing? Yeah.
No, it wasn't Target.
Where is it?
Just a Canadian. I was told it was like just a random Canadian toy store.
Shout out
Almost looks
to
like a
Canadian.
Toys R Us type thing, but
Oh yeah, it is Canadian Toys R Us. Good call. That is it. Look at the price tag. Yeah.
Shout out to Tyler's comment.
I know,
Tyler.
dude, hey,
again,
real quick, man. Like, if you would, like, I don't want to lean on this, but first off, Falcon, dude, I apologize. Like, do you see? I mean, you probably get so many comments and stuff, like when, dude, because Falcon's always the first person to post a lot of this stuff. So like, I give like my initial impression, like in a comment, like on his post, because he's the first one. Dude, the amount of like controversy, man, that me just saying anything in one of your comment sections gets is insane, man. Do you ever see that? Like, I feel bad, Falcon, that it happens in your comment section, but if anything, it probably helps.
Trust me, it's anyone who has like it's not just you, it's like anyone who has any sort of substantial following, who's like a known figure in the Lego community. They like, you'll get basically like they'll get into comment wars, and then for some reason someone will just say like, oh, F you, just
That's what I'm saying, dude. I mean,
randomly.
Sean, like, if you want to click on the 11 replies, dude, just like, I just said something very basic, man. This angle they built him
I
in does not
think-
translate.
Also,
well,
I think you
I
can
didn't even say I
move
hate the
the
set.
arm.
What's up?
I think you can move the arms.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
But, like, dude,
I'm
yeah,
not 100% sure.
The
But yeah, no,
comments I
that
get back,
happens,
man, are
like,
atrocious.
Literally, anytime you comment, Ash and Flash comments, Ryan comments, it's like someone like they'll just be like a unnecessary comment war.
Here we go. Here's everybody. roasting
Yeah,
Taylor.
bro. And it's like, dude, I didn't
That
even say
very
that
first
that looks
one.
bad. I just said it looks like a weird angle. Like, I just don't understand. I did get ratioed though, man, which does kind of suck. But what is this? Whatever.
Chronic complainer.
But see, good point though, Sean. They don't. But where are the 11 comments underneath when I said El Dorado's a day one? Where
Yeah.
are the 11? Where are the 11 comments saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? Dude, I'm not gonna ever reply that because like I'll be sitting there all day, dude. But all these guys know what they're doing, dude. Because I say,
yeah,
plenty of
dude.
positive shit.
It's
Wow,
it's
I didn't know Tyler thought he is him. That's an
bro, yeah, some of these comments are furious. Like scroll back up to our boy Aiden right there. Let me just highlight him real quick. Yeah, he says bro is mad at plastic. Dude, I bet you that guy doesn't even give two shits about Lego really. Like, come on. Like, obviously people are gonna critique Lego sets. Like, come on, get out of here. Like those comments just get me like, oh dude, like if someone makes a rant video about like the Black Panther set being too expensive or the Hulk Buster, and they little keyboard warriors just roll up in the comment section like,
They're not wrong about those. Are bad
is
examples.
this person really wrong about plastic? It's like, is they really mad about it? It's like,
Oh, I know. It's like when people are like, "You take time to care about that." It's so dumb.
It's like,
'cause
yeah,
it's
we
like,
do take time to care about this.
no, but then
You know
they
what's
took
the
time to
best?
comment on you caring about it. That's the dumbest part.
right.
What's up,
The
Falcon?
the best are the people who like if it's like, oh, this is a bad set, and people are like, oh, well, you should, you're a hater, don't say things are bad, yada yada, and then it's like they like try to curse you out or something, and then you look at their profile and it's like they don't follow you. It's like they're going that extra step. That's
Yeah.
I always think that's hilarious.
And the thing is, what people have to realize, man, any way you spin it, dude, whether you say something positive or not, like that's like saying, I like Brussels sprouts, but people don't. It's like, how come we don't have those types of discussions? Like it's all about like, no one is gonna factually like everything. Like, I mean, dude, if people hated me as much as like when I said something negative about a Lego set, like, and I said like, oh, I don't like mustard, that dude, I mean, instantly right there, man, there's 1,000 people that don't agree with me on the planet. Like no one's ever gonna have everyone agree with you. Like that's the
luxury. You don't like mustard now?
I'll tell you what, mustard is
You're getting
huge
kicked.
L.
Nope, he's getting kicked.
No, mustard is a huge L. Honey mustard though.
I'm kidding.
Big dub.
Hey, honey mustard's fire, man. But see, that just goes to show, man. Anything on this planet, dude. There's so many people that no one's ever. There's 7 billion people, man. It's like if I don't like a Lego set, no one should give an F, dude. And the thing is, like, these people are saying, "Oh, I care so much about a Lego thing," critiquing them, dude. They're caring just as much by replying back to every damn comment I ever put. Like they obviously they're putting that time in too, wasting their time if they want to consider it that, by replying to my stuff. But it's yeah. I just want to, now that Falcon's here, I genuinely just wanted to. I'm glad that he's not you're not super mad that I post.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Believe me, people curse me out in my comments regularly.
Okay. Because I know Falcon usually takes kind of a neutral standpoint, but I'm in there saying the positives and the negatives.
In the spirit of everyone can weigh in, I think this is an absolute certified heater, except one thing bothers me. I do. I love this.
No butt crack.
I like it.
So the feet, I need to see it straight up because the angle is kind of weird here. I love that the hands are coming outside of the piece, but I hate the hands themselves, if that makes sense. Like I love that it's kind of crawling out of the frame. Right. The hands from here, I'm not loving a lot. Other than that,
I don't like the angle of that one.
I just don't like that the joints are black here. I'm wondering and I get why they had maybe to do it, but I just feel like it's just kind of, I don't know what the word is, but it just kind of breaks the illusion or whatever it is, like the suspension of disbelief with the black. I don't like black knuckles or whatever is going on here. I guess it's not.
Real quick. I don't know.
You see the detail though? Like, let's get into this real quick. The logo is a friggin' heater. I love that there's little baby spiders everywhere. That's sick. I love the OG logo down here in the bottom right. I love a lot about it. I really want to see this in person and probably built, but if it looks half as good as it does here built, like I'm definitely copping this. And I do feel like, Tyler, you talked about Target earlier. I could see this going into Target. You give me a crispy 20% off, boy, on this, or a little more,
Dude.
like,
Oh yeah. Well,
It's
like you know, like
no.
I was just gonna say like the Harry Potter buildable
a
figures,
little
like
red card, little gifty.
well,
You know what I mean?
well, even around Black Friday where they do like a 40-50% off for like a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a couple sets. Yeah, this might be it. Maybe next year. Yeah, 2024 Black Friday.
Babu, it's not that the hands are too big, because it's like the perspective. I think that might be all right. I just don't like joints there. I don't know. That's just my first take. I still want to get it though. Like
real quick, I just wanted to shout out the Brick Babe here. She always shouts me out when I pop in her IG lives. So thank you for tuning in, Brick Babe. I don't know if you've ever been in one of our streams before, but thanks for tuning in.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, super nice.
All right. We're not the best at running polls, so we'll do an informal one. Guys, 1 for yes, 2 for no. Where are we at on this Spider-Man? 1 for yes, 2 for no.
1 for yes, 2 for no.
Yeah, I don't mean on day one.
Something that
eventually will you buy it?
I saw someone comment. I think it was on my post. I don't know. But I saw a comment that was like, instead of like this comic book cover, what they should have done is the "What's Up Danger" scene from Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah, dude.
Tyler, just to be a dick, throws a 3 in there.
Let's say Tyler throws a 3 in there.
Got it, Tyler. It looks mixed, guys. I mean, early results. It's looking 50-50.
Yeah, we got some 1.5.
I get it. Well, Tyler, will you at least say this is better? I mean, this is better than some of the art sets, so at least they tried something here. I don't know.
Yeah, no, look, I'll give them again. I think the concept is fantastic.
Day one at 70% off. All right.
Yeah, but execution though, it's my saying, dude. For Lego, 90% of the time these days, their concepts are great, dude. I mean, their ideas team. I mean, hey, look, dude. I mean, they're coming up with some great stuff, but the execution team is just, what are they doing? You know, in my opinion.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think I like it, but you know, this is 100%. This is just one of those sets that you just don't go full price Jones on. You know, you got to go. Sean, you got to come up with another one. We got full price Jones. We got Clayton clearance or something.
I like Clayton clearance.
All right, Cleveland. The clearance Cleveland.
Deal Boy
Clearance
Dave. We could go Deal Boy Dave.
Deal Boy Dave.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways we got.
Is the head at all 3D or is that completely flat?
No, I think it's 3D.
Yeah.
It's definitely it's poking out kind of in the way that those.
There's a lot of layers too. This is kind of like it's like a brick sketch on roids.
Yeah,
like if you took a brick sketch and just enhanced it.
Yeah, that's a brick sketch face. Yeah, on top of
a UCS brick sketch.
One more important thing, and it's hard to see here. If I don't know if these are stickers, but if they're not, it definitely increases the chances that I'll buy it.
Day one, Dave.
Day one, Dave. Yeah.
Day one, Dave. Yeah. Well, that's also full price Jones, though. You know what I mean? Like day one, Dave, full price
discount
Jones.
Dan. People are chiming in. I love it.
Discount Dave. Clearance Kelly.
Clearance Kelly.
Yeah, I like it. And you know the other thing, and it's not intentional. It's probably shadowing, but we get a little taste of Miles on this too with the black and red. That's kind of a nice little pop there. It's not intentional.
Yeah. See, I would like to see this do well because if we were to get like a beefed up brick sketch in other characters, like could you imagine like a Darth Vader brick sketch where like the lightsaber was like popping out from the frame? Like it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be sick. Yeah.
Rollback Ray.
Rollback Ray. Ooh. Shout out to Devin, channel member. Another channel member. Shout out to Richie again here. Another miss by Marvel.
Clearance. I like that. Good.
Clarence.
Timmy's mom, though, taking it home. Fabu, he's not wrong.
Timmy's mom, deaf by.
Hey, Sean, can we do a quick shout out to Fabu? I mean, just with the Babu, can we do a quick little shout out?
Oh yeah,
sure.
All right, let's see what Babu has to say.
Let's see what we get here.
Oh, here we go.
Let's go.
There we go.
Let's go. We got a hey.
I know he hasn't been used in a week, man. So yeah, he's talking to his fellow Fabu. Shout out to Fabu.
Can we get some hey-heys in the chat, please?
That's big right there, man. I will admit, I'm kind of disappointed I didn't think of Fabu Brick before him because that would be a great even YouTube channel name. Like just replace the brick to regular, BR
Brick.
ICK. Yeah, that would be a funny little thing, dude. Fabu Brick.
Baller name for sure, dude. That just reminds me of the the fundraiser stream you did Tyler, everybody was donating and then getting the hey-heys. And like, dude, there was a guy that donated like probably $200 before he finally got a hey-hey.
Yeah, no, yeah, dude. I mean, I'm telling you, the hey-heys. I mean, Babu Frick, man, is my marketing manager, man. He knows how to. He
It's
knows
so
when to
good.
put out the hey-heys.
All right,
Dude, I'm telling you, Tyler, when I roll into BrickWorld 24, I'm gonna have a Babu Frick tattoo.
Bro, I might as well, man. I genuinely might get a little Babu,
Dude,
man.
dude, just
somewhere.
throw one on the leg somewhere, you know?
Yeah, a little back of the ankle, almost like a little back of the heel. Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. Jack says this, Falcon, a little nug, if you will. I mean, dude, where the F are the Into the Spider-Verse sets? I mean, come on, man.
Oof. We need some of those, man.
I know we got the
That's-
junior stuff, but dude, come on, man. Miles is there, so I don't hear any BS about the licenses.
I will say that is probably the greatest, especially for this year, the biggest miss Lego Marvel's ever had.
For this year?
No,
Let me think
no,
about that.
all time.
No,
all time. Damn.
no. I think all time, maybe not all time, but recent history is.
What would you say is all time though?
I don't know about all time, but I'll say recent. I don't know enough to know all time, but I'd say recent history.
Black
the
Panther
fact,
bust.
God, well, that was bad.
There's
No,
there's
but they released it. He's saying something that should have came out, and I'm saying that last Spider-Man, they're doing the Liberty thing in August. I think it was a huge miss to do it a year and a half later, in my opinion.
It should have been more expensive too.
Well, it should have been closer to the movie. That's my answer.
They were trying to avoid spoilers though.
The Spider-Man Statue of Liberty is going to go bonkers. I think it's going to do really well, but it would have been like sold out material if it came out around the film release.
Right.
In my opinion.
I agree.
Falcon, what do you think?
I mean, this is probably like what you saw it with the like it takes Lego a long time to produce stuff. But so this is probably the closest it's gonna be, it ever was gonna be. But if they could have gotten it, like maybe done like the Razor Crest, what happened with like the Razor Crest, and just throw the figures into a set that's already designed, then it would have sold much better.
Dude, we have a challenge going down on Babu tats. Tyler, he's saying, he's get a neck tat. You go for him.
Babu neck tat. That would be. You know what's funny about?
Andy's got a serious question, real quick. Should he eat white cheddar or regular cheese? It's always white ched, dude.
Ooh, white ched.
Regulation cheesers are everywhere. White cheds, that's kind of a rare species. You know what I mean? Like, they're a little bit hard to get.
I'll tell you what, my favorite cheese is
powder. Hold on, you got powder to consider. Hold on, like, what's your sitch right now? Like, are you trying to go somewhere? Because the white cheds do leave the white residue, whereas if you notice the regular Cheez-Its, there's no residue whatsoever, except
clean
in your teeth, obviously. But there's no hand residue.
Yeah. I'll tell you what though. I think the best Cheez-Its, and these are always the ones I go for. Tyler, I feel like this is one of your streams. We're talking about snacks. Shout out to Tyler. But dude, my favorite Cheez-Its are the Grooves, the Zesty Ranch.
Fabu's getting on it. White Chads,
Zesty Ranch
Jack,
Grooves.
That's a good lineup.
Chad Jack.
You know what? The Chad Jack though has a weird aftertaste. I'm almost with you 100% on that.
Chad Jack, dude. I'll tell you what.
I'd go White Chad, then Regs, and then I don't even know if I've had the Chad Jack. I remember had a weird
Chad Jack. You know a weird snack that me and Sean had, and Justin's a fan of snacks, and we had him try it. Just Too Good was the Old Bay.
Oh, dude, I tried one of those too. You guys handed
dude, yeah, the Old Bay goldfish,
goldies, yeah.
Those were, you know what's funny, Sean, is I finished those off last night. I still had the bag in the car.
You're still alive, so that's good. We had Old Bay goldfish.
They were very interesting. Like, they were not great. I think I gave them like a 7.1. Like, they were fine, but
they worked.
Dude, everyone's showing love for the white chads, dude. I love how the abbreviation, like Sean's abbreviation, just like wears off on everybody. Everybody's going Ched Jack, dude, White Ched.
No, look, Sean even knows this, man. My dad could my dad doesn't know it probably came from Sean, but like, dude, the amount of time in the past 10 days, man, that I'm saying hunge, instead of a hunch, like, I'm serious. I'm serious when I say, Sean, that is the number one thing I've taken from you, dude. Like
Hunch. Yeah.
Yeah, and like what I'm saying, like it's
It even makes sense because there's no
hunch.
there's no G in the word. That's what makes it funny.
Yeah, dude, I owed my dad a little bit of money, man, and when I was driving the day, I'm like, how much did I, I think I owed him like $700. I said like, hey, do I owe you 700 like over text? And like it doesn't really translate to all the text. But then he just
wait, you wrote hunch? I don't think I've ever written it. I just say
I don't know how to spell hunch, but like it was just so natural.
Well, it'll look like hun. It'll look like hung with an E on the end.
Hungy, hungy. But yeah, hunge is a certified classic, man. That is that's never leaving my
hunge is
Can you attempt to spell hunge, the abbreviation for
what would hunge look like? No, what's funny is like I feel like by like
over text. I know that's so stupid, dude. I've tried the abbrev over text. It does not work, man.
Sometimes, but yeah. No, what's funny about hunge is like I think by like second or third episode of ACOB, Sean busted out like he's like, on this set, like I think I would even do 3 hunge, and like I never really questioned it, but in the back of my mind,
too, I'd say 3-piece, 2-piece. There's a couple of
3-piece, 2-piece, yeah. But like hunge, dude, like first time Sean busted that one out, like I never even really questioned it, but I was like, have I ever heard anybody else say 3 hunge?
I think Crunch got it. Hunge. I think this is it. Yeah, Crunch
with the J.
Yeah, with a J. I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah,
ooh,
you're gonna confuse everyone.
Devin's got a good one too. It's a battle here.
Ooh, yeah, that hunge is like a true
Hungy's hungy. Yeah, I think that's a little bit. That sounds like you're hungry. What do we got? All right, serious question for Falcon Fan. Can you shine some light on the John Carter set October? Conflicting things. He wants answers from the GOAT. Falcon, give us a nug on this. I mean, 2 people care about this. You can give this away. Go ahead.
Which one?
The John Carter set.
There's no John Carter set.
Is that a former president? Oh, okay. I don't know.
No, it's the movie, man. The Disney movie from like 2009.
Oh, all right. We got
Falcon. There's no John Carter.
Andy's trolling on this. I don't know. I'm like, fuck.
What about the Curious George set, Falcon?
Shh, that's 2026.
Ooh.
You're 27.
Is that another meme? I've seen the Curious George thing a few times tonight. I don't know.
Dude, I mean, 2026, I guess it's happening. I mean, it just got that's the little nugget that we got the 2-hour mark in, man.
Shout out to Jack Johnson for an amazing soundtrack to the Curious George movie. If you guys haven't heard it yet, it's really good.
Jack Johnson is a certified heater.
Yeah, that guy gets laid the moment he walks in the building. I'm just saying.
Dude, crunch. Yeah, Sean, when you said, is that a president to John Carter? I mean, I get it. It sounds like a president, but like the fact I knew that they were talking about the movie.
No, I know what John Carter, he's like a coach or something, right? Wasn't that?
No, it's the.
What is John Carter again? Is it Denzel?
Star Wars. The knockoff Star Wars that Disney purposely like fumbled because they were going to buy Star Wars like the year after.
I don't know. Was John Carter not Denzel? What am I? I'm missing the movie. I don't know.
I think John Carter was played by the same guy that played the guy in Avatar. That dude.
All right. Anyway, I don't know. I guess I thought John Carter was related to Agent Carter somehow. I'm not super into Marvel. I guess that's where my head was at. Breaking Bad RV. All right, now we're getting silly. Oh, remember the Titans. Jeff Carter is a player on the Penguins.
Dude,
what is happening?
Man, what are we doing?
Favorite president is Curious George.
Dude. Oh my gosh, man.
All right. Tyler, biggest miss of the episode 1 and 2, 20th Annie. Shout out to Yonks for continuing the abbreves.
For episode Annie. 1,
be right back.
I think, did anyone else see it? Brent, did you see it? Someone brought a UCS Sebulba's pod racer.
Yeah, that was there last year too. Fire.
Oh, it was? So yeah,
Fire.
Dude, I think the biggest misses to give us, I would have paid, again, I think there's 2 missing things, man. Imagine like a UCS combo pack with Anakin and Sebulba's pod racer, but just both huge. Say like for 300. Maybe throw the little 15 tax on top, 315. If Lego wants to be that guy. But then episode 2, of course, I think we all know. I mean, everyone, even if you're not a Star Wars fan, by this point. Well, I was going to go any sort of Genosis Arena. Even
that too,
even at
or
$100
Django
price point, 350. I think, for me, because I think, at least we have a Django something, it kind of like, it's kind of like that, you kind of forget about it happened 20 years ago, but like, if like, you might be able to get it, kind of expensive, but The
Right.
Geonosis Arena, we got nothing of any nature ever.
Yeah. See, the thing about Geonosis, I feel like people have been talking about it for so long. Like, oh, it would have to be like $600 or something. But to be honest, you could give us the two like kind of like posts that the main three characters get chained up on, and then like the 3 brick built beasts, and then just minifigures, and like I would be cool with that. Even like the 3 brick built beasts, the 2 posts that like Padme and Obi-Wan and Anakin get chained up to.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of like terrain around that, but you could do that set at around like 300, and then you're in there.
Well, I'm almost been like, I mean, imagine like if they were to do I mean, they would never do this because I get it from like a marketing standpoint. They don't want to do it, but imagine if they gave us like all the creatures, like in little, like how they do like the creator animal, like for like a $20-$30 spot. Imagine if they did it kind of separately, like where you can get like the the 3 posts and maybe like a little facade behind it, like where Dooku was standing for like 150 maybe. And then like, look, I mean, I think I like the concept. I mean, whether it costs more money at the end of the day or not, I just like the fact of you can then go out and buy your 3 creatures, from the scene, for a $30 spot, maybe 20 for this one, 25.
Sean would love that
stuff, man. I do like that type of like add-on pack stuff.
Sean loves that. Like when you go through you look at the back of the box and it says like plus this set to make this.
Yeah.
Dude, instant Woodrow, just like it hits the table. It's like, like,
no,
I love when there's set continuity. Nothing turns me on more. I love it.
100%. I think so. Geonosis Arena for me. That's biggest miss.
We sorted through all of the Falcons' findings here. I think that was the latest.
Well, hey, unless he's got a little 2-hour nugget.
We're at the 2-hour mark.
Boba.
Yep. What? Excuse me?
He didn't do the Boba.
Oh,
yeah, the new Boba head print.
Yeah, we should pull that up on screen real quick, Sean. Yeah, the Boba face.
Ooh, here we go. That looks nice.
I mean, hey, Sean, as an OT guy yourself, I mean, does Boba's face do anything for you?
No, I never wanted to see it.
You would have just kept the helmet on?
Straight helmet. Yeah, I don't know. He gets overexposed, like and then there's 10 billion of them too. It's just not fun. He was ruined for a lot of us recently. So
of course.
Shout out to decently trimmed nails. A little bit of issue there, but we got to clean this up right now. I know it's not fun.
Yeah, you can't be shout out to my dad, BrickWorld 2022.
Dude, those cuties need a little bit of a little wet.
I can't roast nails since I don't have the best nails either.
Calvin knows what's up.
I'm a big nervous biter, and my nails have seen better days.
That's fine, but the cuties are problematic.
I just trimmed mine
up. A little
up.
bit of dryness right here. You see the dryness on the cuticles?
Oh yeah, yeah. Come on, let's get some hand lotion in here.
I will admit, man, nothing more satisfying than picking a little cuticle that is ready to be picked off. Nothing more satisfying.
I mean, I don't bite my nails, but like the dead skin on like the sides. I get those, but I don't bite the actual nail.
I find myself, I get way too anxious, even like if I'm just driving in the car, thinking about shit. Like I won't even realize I'm just biting my nails in the car, and I'm like, damn.
All right, we went through the Falcons' nest, so to speak.
The nest.
Falcon, let's go. Let's give us an exclusive right now. You could even give me a nug, just be like
a nug.
Just be like, hey, listen, we're getting a Ninjago guy you never heard of. Just a little taste, little sampler. I mean, be more meaningful if we did a little Star Wars.
Big Star Wars guys here in the panel.
Come on, man.
You got anything? I'm listening. Anything?
A lot of Star Wars left.
You can just whisper it, Falcon. Believe me, we're all listening in real close.
Yeah, come on, Falcon.
Wait, what should I whisper?
All right, chat. Come on. Say. What do we want the chant to be in the chat? Leak it. Leak it. Leak it.
Live leak. Live leak.
There you go. Live
leak.
Live leak. Live leak. A little something on how about Rex?
Little nug. Listen, we're not asking for a 6-piece nug. Just like one nug, a little bit of dip. Can we get?
Dude, can you imagine if they screwed up the Rex fig?
Falcon. Any insight?
Here we go. I'm gonna update this, Falcon. While you're thinking, while you're marinating, it was.
Think because it's not like there's a lot of juicy Star Wars things left.
We're not even really looking for that. We're just looking for just a little something to
little dessert, right, Tyler? We don't want juice, not necessarily needed, just a little drip or two. At this
point, even just a little nibble,
like a dime bag. Somebody says
just a little, like the crumbs that fall off when you pick up the chicken tender.
That's give us a little breading at least, a little breading. No,
Devin wants a thick nug. We got a lively Avengers Tower deck all night long. All right, something to hang our cap on. Make people feel like they didn't waste their 2 hours on us. What do we got?
we kind of hinted at a little 2-hour nug about 2 hours ago, and
Well,
now
nug.
at that point,
Think.
if we got a couple people waiting the whole 2 hours for that nugget, you can't leave them hanging.
You know what I mean?
Just one. Tyler, you know how you sometimes get like you ever get a order of fries and they accidentally put one nug in there? That's kind of what we're looking for.
Yeah,
Accidental curly.
Yeah. Well,
Accidental curly, or
Full
like
nug
the
is like-
accidental onion ring.
Full nug is unicorn status. We've all had the curly thrown in there.
That's always a surprise. I'm on board for you. You get a side of fries, from like Burger King or something. You reach in the bag, you pull out a little ring, little onion ring. You didn't order it.
You know what's weird is you do this quick judgment. You're like, you look at it, you're like, not too burnt. I'll whirl it, and you eat it. So that's what we want.
No matter what it is, you still eat it.
Yeah.
Guys, these conversations are why
Here.
like
I got.
ooh,
Falcon, where's your avatar? Can you put your avatar back? It was fun when we saw your little character. How do we do that?
My character's there.
Nope.
On our screen, it's just a little blank
let
profile.
me check the YouTube perspective.
Don't need to. I can see that it's not. All
Or is Falcon going dark on this leak? He has to take the
I
profile.
see it on
pic
my
off.
screen.
right.
Oh, yeah, we don't see it on the YouTube side of things, but it's all right. Hey, we'll take any kind of sacrifice we can for a live leak or a live nugget. Just this little piece, a fragment.
I love when I open my bag of food from McDonald's and I get a surprise Happy Meal.
Oh, there we go. We got the profile pic back up.
There, I
Ooh,
just
ooh, there we go.
I clicked out.
All right.
Here,
Janie's saying we
I'll
gave
do
you too much
this.
pressure. Yes. Here we go.
I think non-UCS sets aside,
Yeah.
people will be very surprised and very happy with the Ahsoka sets.
Ooh,
Can
I
you go
think-
one step further?
ghosty.
I think the
Phantom or no
Ahsoka
Phantom in the Ghost?
We all know the ghost, right? I mean, that's not what you're alluding to, right?
No, I'm saying I think that number one, I think that with the T6, the New Republic ship, the villain ship, and the Ghost, they're all going to be like, they'll all be like, I think again, people will be very happy with the Ahsoka sets, and the Ahsoka sets will probably, will definitely, I don't know if they'll top the gunship in people's eyes, but they'll definitely be top tier.
Well,
for
see,
the
I don't
year.
know if you guys just realized Falcon did just drop a little something that might have gone over people's heads about that mystery set.
Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead, Tyler. Just
How-
say it
I
so
mean-
he can't.
I mean, Falcon, can you just kind of solidify here publicly? Is it a little 2-pack action for that mystery set?
Well, I mean, let's think about the figures right here. It's known,
I see what
right?
Brent's doing over there. Hold on a second.
It's you got that whatchamacallit. It's, and I thought it's already been confirmed to be two things. You got the the R2 unit, the New Republic pilot, and then the 3 villains.
Yeah, no, it makes sense to be a little 2-pack
He's
action. Right?
eating the camera. He's really putting his head in there.
Trying to think. Yeah, again, I think people will be very happy with the Ahsoka sets.
Because I've kind of been alluding to the fact from a little bit of what I know on that mystery set. I feel like half the set people will really love, and the other half people will kind of be a little, not necessarily hate it, but just a little meh. Is that proper? You think, or on that assessment?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, it's not. People are like, with the Mando 2-pack. But it's going to be a better set than that.
Well, I think I mean on the mystery set, the figs will carry. Am I right? I mean, like any way you spin it, the figs will carry.
The figs will carry a lot for Ahsoka, but again, I think that that people will have much more of a positive vibe to the 2-pack of the Ahsoka than they will for the 2-pack of Mando.
For sure, yeah. There we go, man. So we were able to. Hey, Sean, that's a pretty big one, man. The fact that the first public hearing of solidifying it as a 2-pack instead of just a single pack. That's pretty
There
big.
you
I mean, That's pretty big, Sean. Because I mean, that's like the.
I mean, you'll
last
have to explain it to me later. But do we get a good nug out of this, Tyler? Like, is it...
I will admit, like, look, yeah, the fact that it's publicly stated now, yeah, I will admit. I mean, that's for me and for everyone. I mean, that is like, I mean, besides like the Rex minifig, like kind of solidified on that, like the 2-pack or just the mystery set in general. That is like that last little piece people were wondering. But we, sure, I mean, do we or do we not know what ships it are? Maybe some people do, some people don't. But knowing it's a 2-pack, though, I feel like is pretty exciting for most people.
Max Briggs, love how Sean is chilling in Coruscant. Yeah, man, dude.
Yeah, but the 2-pack, I wouldn't say I necessarily confirmed that, but I'll say like, yeah, the 2-pack rumor's been going around for a long time.
Of course, it's either been just the singular little New Republic ship, or you got some rumors of the 2-pack. But
all right, Falcon, here's a more direct question: are we getting another Thrawn soon, or like, people? The boys got to know.
Yeah, am I gonna have to
sell me my Thrawn back at a discount?
I made like a $10 bajillion bet we're not getting a Thrawn in 2023. Am I gonna have to live in a box next year or what, Falcon? Let me know.
I mean, basically everything is known for Lego Star Wars for 2023.
24th run.
Well, I think we're
clearly in the show. They have to do it. At 24, I mean, Tyler, clearly, you could be a layman, right? You could see they showed the guy in Ahsoka. He has to come in the next 12 months, right? I mean, he has to.
I think 2024 summer. I mean, I think that's safe bet.
Yeah.
Or I could just sit here and say, yeah, we'll get a Thrawn at some point in the next 10 years.
They wouldn't. I would say, even from a just as putting on my general Lego fan shoes for a second, no matter what, like Thrawn and Ezra are going to sell sets way too much for them not to come. Lego knows that. We'll get them. It's just when.
Well, see, that's a good point, Falcon. It's like you kind of get like the initial jump, like with this wave that like when the show comes out, that like people are gonna buy either way. But then, you say when the show's hype kind of dies down a little bit, then you give us that Thrawn, you give us that Ezra next summer, and everyone's gonna be right back to the yard, chipping the card for that Thrawn day one, So that's what I do. I agree with that, Falcon. I think that's.
I think Ahsoka will join Mando in the multiple waves over multiple years kind of thing.
Ooh, so you think just Ahsoka show sets in general, or do you think like Ahsoka herself will start showing up in 3 sets a year?
I think that we'll see it won't be it won't be like the Obi-Wan or Andor or even Book of Boba where
I see what you mean. Okay, so actual show sets. Okay.
Yeah, so it's second half. Let's just say we get sets in the second half of the year. It's not going to be we'll never get sets again.
I guess. I mean, do you know anything at all about? As much as I'm not an Andor fan, I mean, a lot of people are wondering. I mean, Andor season 1, just that one set. Nothing else in the pipeline besides
nothing.
Andor 2 sets.
Nothing Andor season 1 right now.
Here's a question from the chat. It's from us. Modular 2024. What are we hearing? I'm hearing hospital. I'm hearing arcade. I'm hearing post office. Any of those possibilities?
It's always, modulars. Look, personally, I do not care a lot about modulars.
Good.
That's just me. I only collect Marvel modulars. But I could see next year being a special one.
Is it a post office? Is that special to you?
Honestly, I have zero idea what the modular for next year is. Mainly because I don't care.
As some people will say, I'll take that comment with a grain of salt there, Falcon.
You said special, though. Was it an anniversary of some kind?
I don't know.
Oh, true. When is 15th? Isn't it 15-year anniversary next year of them or something?
I think they already had that. So we're going to be at 20 now, right?
Oh, shit. What was the first one? 06, wasn't it? Something?
Chat, what is next year's modular anniversary?
I agree with Matt down there. Yeah, Matt
What is it? I don't know. Chuck E. Cheese for the 50th on Chuck E. Cheese. All right, that's fair. Oops, I added Brent to stream. There you go. All right, Decakoye. Anything Marvel? Been a couple people. Anything Marvel you can share?
Again,
We all know he's got that list pulled up on the computer screen, like,
Yeah.
oh, what's been said, what hasn't been said, and
you really think I am that like? I have that big of lists.
That's what he wants us to think.
Look, I'll say, I think number one, I think people will be the most surprised with how detailed the Echo figures is going to be for Marvel Series 2. But again, we're at a point where it's like we're in the whatchamacallit, kind of the gray area of things. When it comes to like news and stuff like that, like I feel like give it a month.
that's what I've kind of been thinking too. We're talking like a mid July, everything's gonna
Give it
pick
a
up for the last
month.
half.
Give it a hearty month.
Okay, so it looks like you might have Sean. You might have to call back in Falcon mid July, and there might be
He
a
said
couple more
that.
nuggets.
Falcon,
No.
I think Falcon, you led with that, right? Mid July is your. We'll flash the signal again. I think is when.
Yeah, probably. That's when it usually is.
All right. So look, we put him on. We put him on the witness stand for a bit, Tyler. You want to let him
think I
off
did
now?
good.
A little bit of interrogation. We got a little something out of him.
Interrogation. We got that going.
Interrogation.
All right, we're good on that. Is there going to be any speed champions?
Yes.
Yeah.
This year still or next year, Falcon?
Wait, what's going on? Did we hit 600 on Insta?
We're 1 from 600.
Oh, come on, guys!
One
Instagram.
more.
Brickheads Pod on Instagram. Let's get one. Let's get one, boys.
One more for 600.
Yep, 600 at Brickheads Pod. I'll post it. A couple follows. Let's get that going. Shout out to you guys. We don't do much on Instagram. We just we're a football stadium away from Falcon. You know.
Wait, hey, Sean, really quickly, maybe pull up that King.
Hey, shout out to Andrew, Murph 1108. He just did it. I think we're good. Brent
601. Wow.
There we go. Let's go, guys.
Let's go.
Thank you,
There
chat.
you go.
Oh, we just got like 6 or 7 more just now. Holy moly.
Also, guys, if you haven't
Thanks,
already,
guys.
if you're here for Tyler, if you're here for Falcon, or if you're here for us, God forbid, like and sub to this vid. Hope you guys are having fun. We hope to bring you like real Lego talk here. There's, I don't know. I like to think what we're doing is kind of cool here. We got the friggin' Falcon on here. Tyler, it's still exciting. You know, I hate to blow him up again, but you know, we're putting him to the test. Tyler's feverishly Googling things to confirm rumors, news. Reports. Either that or he's got a booty call with White Castle. I can't tell what's going on right now. But
Sean, I mean, you do know, yeah. I'm holding out on a little bit of B-dubs. I'm honestly making my cart right now since I gotta get that.
Oh, you're carting up some B-dubs. Can you review the order for us real quick?
So you know it's the buy one get one free boneless Thursday.
Hold on, let me get a banner for you, Tyler. Hold on. Live B-dub order. All right.
So in my cart right now, I've got two buy one get one 6 pieces. So that means 24 wings total.
Ooh.
I'm going
Jesus.
Orange chicken for 6 of them. I'm doing 2 honey barbecues. Then I'm doing mild for the last one.
No garlic parm.
Hey, you're not a spice guy. I learned that about you.
I'm not. Look, I'm going mild or below. I'm going like for most of myself, like anything mild, heat or below. You know, that's what I'll do.
You appreciate heaters though in general, right?
What's up?
You appreciate heaters though in general, right?
I do, but yeah, for me personally, I'm going mild or below. But I'm also doing, I've got a whole bunch of the reward points there because I've been going forever. I will redeem it for a mozzarella stick too. I will bring home a mozzarella stick, and I'll be placing this order in a little bit. Gonna have it delivered.
Let's go
And have it ready.
Fired up.
All right, so my order is very simple. It's spicy garlic and teriyaki. Those are the best two.
Let me give you my order really quick here. All right. My order is a large traditional all flats. Very important to be all flats. All right.
Yeah, 100%. I'm aligned there. I hate Tyler.
Flats over drums.
You dropped a few levels in my book. I only do boners. I don't do boneless. I don't. It's just.
See, for me, look, I mean, I'll be honest. I'll do bone in at home, but bone in out is just too messy for me. Even if, like, no matter who I'm with, I just don't like having to mess with bone in.
Oh, come on.
But
see, okay, all right. So let me rebuttal that statement, Tyler. This is why when I get bone in, when I get tradish, I go with a dry rub, like a lemon pepper to be specific.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Sauce on the side, then.
Lemon pepper sauce on the side. Okay,
a little dip action, so it's not as messy. I feel.
Yeah. But lemon pepper with a side of mango habanero.
Hold on. It's the only time I've ever disagreed with Moments. He's saying double boners are no good. He's wrong about that. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't agree. See, look, if I'm going bone in, I'm
See, runes like boneless are just nugs, dude. Boners all the way. Yeah.
Well, see, flats, even for me too, man. Like, if it tells you anything, because like for the longest time, they're like 2-3 years or like 5 years ago, B-dubs only did, the buy one get one on the boneless. So that's kind of like what got me and my friends into it, like initially. And if we could do for the longest time there, man, we would do. It was pretty disgusting. Like looking back, like we would do the Monday and Wednesday had the Hooters discounts on wings. Like we'd go to Hooters on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then Thursdays for B-dubs. And if it tells you anything, like junior year of high school, 26 Thursdays in a row, I had B-dubs.
Only do boners, Sean.
So yeah, I've got a special place for boneless, I think. But
boneless is like fine. Like I'm not going to be
illegal like both, Devin. It's not. I'm sorry. Like in a pinch, dude, I'll do bone, but
is it illegal to like both?
Just. Right.
The thing is, though, is like boneless is fine, but my only beef is like a boneless chicken wing should not even be called a chicken wing. It should just be called a chicken bite.
Well, see, I don't disagree with that at all. But like at the end of the day, I just like using a little clean fork, picking it up, dipping it in the ranch, taking a bite, like keeping the hands clean, being like I like that aspect. That's just
Tyler. Do you guys have wing stops where you're from?
We do, yeah. But I got burned out of Wingstop. I was
trash.
When they made that
stop. I'll quit the show. Wingstop is so good.
I'll kick you. That's fine,
dude. Wingstop.
Well, Sean,
trash.
You don't like Wingstop?
No. It's so far from trash.
You like lemon pepper. That's why you like that place. It's all right.
Okay, so they're lemon pepper wings.
Single boners all the way. All right, Moments. All right, cleared it up. All right.
We're talking
Why are
about
they talking about chicken?
B-dubs.
No, he's live order. He's live ordering. All right, we're going. All right.
Yeah, no, I'm placing it in a little bit. Yeah.
How about this, Tyler? Do you have a favorite appetizer from B-dubs? Personally, for me, I like the chili queso dip because it's like queso and chili mixed, and you get a little pico on top.
See, whenever I'm in person, I'm doing fried pickles. But the problem with getting fried pickles like delivered,
you can't get them to go.
You can't. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, a hot fried pickle on the table when I'm in someplace, that's what I'll do. Like anywhere I'm going, dude. A fried pickle, man, I love it.
Dude, we messed up really, dude. BrickWorld 2024, Tyler. I am taking you to a Longhorn Steakhouse. And you will see that their appetizer game is way better than freaking Texas Roadhouse, including their fried pickles.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I won't get too far into it, but I did see on
there's a war breaking out. Hold on, there's a war breaking out between B-dubs and Wingstop. This is emotional. I like that.
Wingstop's wings are better than B-dubs, no cap.
Dude, but hold up. I think we can all agree though. Brent, can you agree with me, man? There are Wingstop is a much higher risk for a better reward, but the fact of, dude, I've had so many times where my Wingstop, or any Wingstop I go to, there's such a better chance they will F up your order and it will taste disgusting. But B-dubs is like 9 out of 10 times. Like you're not going to get a bad experience at B-dubs.
I mean, I would agree, but honestly, dude, like I don't have any Wingstops in Chillicothe where I live, but I drive an hour north just to get Wingstop, and I bring it home to the wife and the kids. And dude, they've always done us right, man. Especially the fried Cajun corn side, man. Like, and their mango habanero is like not too hot, not too sweet. Like, oh, dude.
I will imagine.
Sean's going to all the wrong Wingstops, bro. Like the Wingstops you were going to in LA must be trash, but the Wingstops over here on the East Coast know what the hell we're doing. All right.
Yeah, they're not good. All right.
And he hasn't even tried one in the East Coast yet.
I have. All right, let's get into it.
It was like 10 years ago.
We advertised it. We're going to get into it somewhat here. Where do we start, Tyler? How do you want to start this thing? I mean, we touched on it earlier a little bit. I don't know. Walk us through your day one. You get there, like emotions running high. Like, walk us through the arrival process, the whole thing.
Well, so I think first off, and like I said, further solidifies the point of I want to get there early next year, because the thing is, it starts
A little bit of FOMO getting there on Wednesday, right?
Well,
we
that's
thought
what I mean.
Wednesday
So it
would be
starts on
fine.
Wednesday, and then the thing is, but all of Tuesday, I'm seeing 20 people show up to the hotel. They're hanging out
Pre-game
that night.
hangs, yeah.
Yeah, and it was even to the point I had to get a little bit of work done anyway Tuesday night, so I just factually couldn't. But I was close enough where I was super. I'm only about 35 away. Like I was highly debating, like, do I just cruise to the hotel lobby and just hang for an hour or two? And that made me solidify the fact of like I'm like Tuesday is the day next year. I didn't realize how many people were kind of coming in on Tuesday, and it really does work. I mean, like, I think Tuesday is a perfect day to get some of those non-convention things, not necessarily out of the way, like in a bad way, but you're not running into convention time on a Tuesday. Like you can do you can go to the Lego store, maybe the bricks and minifigs, like that type of stuff, that are out of the hall on a Tuesday. Catch a big dinner, catch a big lunch, like do all three of them, a big breakfast, because like on Tuesday, it's just fact of the matter, not everyone's going to be there, but like if you are there type thing. So you bring the crew there, you grab a lunch or a breakfast, lunch, dinner, a little bit of shopping, and I think Tuesday is the move next year, at least for me, and I know a lot of other people said that too. So I'm coming down there Wednesday, knowing that people are already there type of thing, but I'm still pretty anxious. I think, again, I know a lot more people this year, but I think it's just kind of the gravitas of like, I'm walking in there. What's the first kind of vibe going to be yet? Because you just don't know. You just don't truly know.
We got a super chat. I got a super chat you $2, Tyler, for using gravitas. That's fantastic.
I see. I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know if I used that word in the right context.
You did. No, it was great.
Okay, sweet. Okay, look, I'll give myself credit because I know of the word, but I have
no word. I mean, it's great.
There we go. Okay, so that's kind of the vibe there. But like the thing is, once I first got in there, which again, shout out to Ryan too, because it was like right when I got in, I realized real quick that you had to get into the two different lines. I know you guys came in a bit later, so the lines were much shorter, but like the lines were massive because they didn't let anyone in until 1 p.m. and like you couldn't, like, so everyone was in lines, two different lines. It was like A through K and then like L through Z or whatever, like to get your passes, like the actual thing. So I was standing in line, Ryan came up behind me and like, he was in the same, last name bracket as me. So like for like the 20 minutes that, we were waiting, him and I were talking it up, which was, chill. And then I was starting to see more people. That was the thing. Like right off the bat, it wasn't like find someone right away type of thing. Like it was like right off the bat, like everyone's already kind of right there and the vibes are there already. So that really worked out. I mean, I'm fortunate, that like everyone, I don't know, it all worked out perfectly. Like, the nervous anxiousness, the anxious or the anxiety of it, like only lasted like 5 minutes maybe. And then everything was chill. But so that was kind of my and then we all know the rest was history. I mean, after that, every minute was a damn good time. No breaks until 3:30 in the morning. Yeah. What I will say is, look, anyone in the chat too that is wanting to go to BrickWorld, I can't recommend it enough. Get the Renaissance deal for the hotel room. And if you have any type of debating of like, oh, maybe I should just drive 10 minutes down the street to a different hotel room.
Don't do it.
Yeah, no, there's no, I will bet anything in the world that at least one time throughout your stay, you will be so fortunate and just like happy with yourself that you can just go up that damn elevator anytime you want. Like, well, let alone at night, you can just call it anytime you want. Like a long day, you can just go up the elevator and you're there, so you don't got to drive, like whether you're drinking or whatever. But even throughout the day, I feel like, look, if you just need, I think, even Sean took a little 30-minute, I think it was like Saturday night. Sean took a little 30 minutes upstairs.
Dude, every day I took a nap. I had to.
That's what I mean. So I think, look, that is the one, anywhere in Schaumburg, man. It's like, you're not going to be, no matter what hotel it is, you're going for 100 plus anyway. Like, you're not going to be, unless you're going to like a Motel 6, like no hate on Motel 6, but it's like the Renaissance for 140. If you get it early enough, it's just, you got to do it. That's my biggest recommendation.
Oh yeah, 100%. And Sean and I,
Sean's close by. I mean, like, so I mean, you guys should take that for sure.
Well, Sean and I know firsthand. Last year we stayed off site, and like you just miss out on so much, and the convenience of being right there. Just the simple fact that, like, dude, if you want to say you had it's hot out and you were outside a lot of the first part of the day, you're take a little quick shower, a little quick refresher.
Shower, yeah, that's fantastic.
Or anytime you have to use the bathroom other than a number 2, you know what I mean? You know, it's no fun dropping the deuce in a public bathroom. So to have your own bathroom is just crucial.
I mean,
But no, so like, and I'll
Oh,
say too, like rolling up, like this year, like, you know, Sean, I picked him up at my local, you know, my local airport. We got to go to my local Lego store. He got to spend some time where I'm from in Chillicothe for a day on Tuesday. But now that we've done that, I'm sure next year Sean will just fly straight to Chicago, and then I'll pick him up from there. I'll pick him up from the airport on a Tuesday type of deal.
Yeah, I think so.
Another thing too, real quick.
I think revision. Shy. I think Tuesday to Monday. I gotta wrestle with not being. Day. I gotta wrestle with not being home for Father's Day. It's gonna be tough for me, but yeah, we'll see.
Well, the thing too is like, and I think Tyler was starting to touch on this a little bit when he was talking about his, you know, what good it would be to get there on Tuesday.
That's who Deck is. Deck, what's up, man? Yeah, okay. I did meet you outside. Nice to meet you, dude. My bad.
Shout out to Deck.
Yeah,
but I was just gonna say, like, one thing that I didn't do enough of was just take selfies with people. You know what I mean? And just
did zero.
Yeah, no, I was way.
It's like I wasn't there unless somebody put me in their picture.
Well, you'll be in like Ryan's vlogs and
I understand, and I was in other people's pictures, but I did not. I did nothing for me. I did no selfies whatsoever. I'm so grateful. Everyone else, I was filming other stuff, you know, and I went through my camera roll. I'm like, I want to. Nothing. There was not one, which is not uncommon, by the way. I'm a dad now, right? And so I take pictures of my kids all the time. And the one thing I bring up is when we go on vacation, there's never any pictures of daddy because I'm like the one.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In my camera rolls, I'm not vain whatsoever. I have no pictures of me whatsoever from BrickWorld. It's crazy, even taken by myself.
Yeah. See, Richie, I headed out at about 1:00, 1:30ish on Sunday, and Sunday's the tough thing for dads because, like, ideally I would love to stay for the entire day on Sunday because you get to see like the ending ceremony and all that stuff and see, you know, properly say goodbye to everybody. But yeah, kind of as a father, it is kind of weird to dip out like early Sunday and, like, you know, try to say goodbye to everybody before you dip out. Man, in a perfect world, I just wish Father's Day would fall on a Monday. But yeah, the Father's Day thing is tough, you know, to see if you really want to stay there the entire day on Sunday. But yeah, I think, you know, getting there on Tuesday, like I love that. I love that we're planning already.
Well, I'm almost thinking like, dude, I think like a Monday night action, because I was kind of telling Sean, like, I mean, the thing is, like, if you come in like a Monday afternoon, Monday night, where like, look, maybe everyone's doing their own thing, maybe a hotel hanging in the hotel that night, a couple hour chat. But then Tuesday, I think, you know, Sean was bringing up, like, get a fresh Tuesday, a completely fresh Tuesday.
Fresh Tuesday.
Oh, fresh Tuesday, yeah.
Fresh Tuesday. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Well, the thing too is like Tyler, you brought up like we never went to Bricks and Minifigs.
Whoa, hold on, hold the phone here. Scene, Rich,
gotta be there next year,
dude.
You gotta go next year, man.
We're hype machines over here, dude. Tyler, don't you almost feel like we can't hype it enough? We were hype going into it. How the hell did that exceed expectations? Like,
dude,
this was a letdown, right? It had to be a letdown. There was no way it was. It was insane. Scene, you got to go, man. Like, there's no way I can undersell it. I know it's $1 billion from where you're at, but just get there somehow, man. It'll all take care of itself, dude. Everybody is like, oh, dude.
Yeah, my best way to put it, man, is, I mean, dude, it's not just a little vacation. It's not just a little, it's, for me at least, dude, it is genuinely like a 5-star resort of just everything is effing perfect, man, because it's just the vibes are there. You know, anything, like, again, everyone, again, I kind of brought it up, and I think it's a good way to look at it.
Bit of a bus trip. Yeah, it is.
Like, you're not just there where, you know, like how most vacations are, like, it's just you and your little, you know, your family, your little group. But like, the thing is, like, the amount of, like, and it's, you know, you don't really often make new friends like on just like a random little vacay, you know, you're just there with your crew. But like on something like this, man, I mean, you could walk out knowing 50 more people, you know, and any, you know, whether, you know, again, friendship wise, connection wise, a new subscriber, a new follower, like, just everything you're there for, just all, like, everything works out at the end. Like, there's not a wasted moment, I feel, of like, you're there, like, you will get, whether it's your own personal enjoyment, you know, inspiration as well, like, just the amount of, at least for me, I can speak for myself, like, gosh damn, man, the amount of, like, just the emotions, motivation, the inspiration, and just kind of like where I see myself being able to get to type of thing after a time like that is like another way to put it, of like just kind of truly seeing
Opportunity, right? There's a lot of
opportunity, kind of reading the room. I think BrickWorld's a great way to kind of read the room, if you kind of get what I'm saying. Like,
Yep.
and it really does get me excited just to do more stuff now in the Lego space.
Trevor asks a great question. Is it mainly only for content creators though? No. We admittedly we're talking, you're hearing us, and we're not trying to come off as name droppery here or dropish, whatever. That was kind of like whatever I don't even want to say bubble Tyler that we were in, but like, sure, we got to see a lot of the names and stuff. But here's what's interesting. You could be Joe Smith from Delaware and have the same experience that we did.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler, is that fair? I mean, like everyone, we advertised it in advance, Trevor, that it was, everyone is fully accessible. Again, don't be a weirdo, don't be a creep. And we didn't see, it was a little something. We won't talk about that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. There's a little bit of that stuff, but for the most part, everyone behaved, both content creators, and I hate that word. I hate that, and regular Lego goers alike, whatever you want to call it, viewers, whatever you want to call it, normal Lego fans, whatever. You see Tyler getting a Coke in the Coke machine. Walk up to Tyler and say hi.
Well, and you see it like in stuff like the foosball game too, man. Like it's just, dude, the foosball was a prime example of everyone, man. Just, dude, it didn't matter who you were, man. Everyone having a damn good time. Playing against each other, all fun and games. Like
Ross put it here. There's a good chunk of people who don't even want content creators there. I personally didn't get any like get the F out of here vibes from him, but I could definitely see where you're coming from with that. Like, I don't know, like everybody coexisted. I've never put anything over or promoted something this hard, but like everything there was pretty chill. I didn't feel.
That's what I mean, dude. If people want to consider me an influencer, like in quotation marks, man, then the one thing I want to influence people to do is go to an effing Lego convention, let alone BrickWorld. Like if I can influence anyone to do anything, is I want to influence people to go and have fun at a Lego convention.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was a great question. It wasn't. We're going to talk about that heavy because we've formed friendships from within that. But I met so many and whatever we're gonna call them, viewers, girth gang, whatever, just people coming up and being like, "Oh shit, I saw your thing," and it's very chill. There's no, it's not. I don't know how else to explain it. Brent, when you run into someone who likes our shit, right? It was just like a buddy coming. It wasn't like a weird. I don't know. There's nothing weird about it.
Well, and I think we can all agree too. Even people in the chat, anyone that was there this year for again public or private days. The one thing, and I guess they're doing it this year, like officially, like you don't need to like ask in advance. They're doing like an actual Saturday, Sunday pass where like you can get in like, private hours. But like what I'm kind of getting at is like private hours in general, really, no matter what you want to do, whoever you want to meet, content creator or not, whoever you are, like even myself, like I even was telling my dad this, like public hours are truly just, it's kind of weird to think about, like outsider looking in. Like, because like I'm doing the private days, as well. Like I'm not only public hours, where I almost don't even want to be at the damn convention during public hours because how packed it is. So what I'm saying is, no matter who you are, if you want to get the full experience, whether it's for yourself, meeting people, whatever, I would recommend trying to get in on a private day or two. Because the thing is, you are going to be able to see every damn mock, easy peasy. Only have maybe one person around the table at a time. Like you're not going to have a million other people in the convention hall. I got a good feeling you will be able to experience stuff more yourself. It's easier, just factually. Again, not to put anyone above each other, but if you want to meet, again, I hate to say it as well, but if you want to meet anyone, it doesn't matter who they are. It's a lot easier on a private day because again, there's not 1,000 other people around. And just in general, I will advocate the fact of I think private days are truly where you want to be at, no matter who you are, because of the opportunity for anything during private hours.
Yeah, big facts. And I mean, there's things. It's again, I'll go back to BrickWorld 2022 and when Sean and I kind of planned it late and we stayed off location and like to even think about traveling all the way to Chicago just to do the public days, man, like that's
never good
for the birds, dude. Like you should only go to the public days if you already live around the area and you just want to check it out. But honestly, the only reason why
first timers, I think for
first timers is fine.
people,
But dude, the
'cause-
only reason why me and Tyler and you, Sean, were even in there for the public days, like right inside the convention, is because we were working with Ryan. So like, I mean,
yeah, no, I know, but I think so a lot of people aren't going to want to invest in PTO or time off, paid time off from work, right, to go on weekdays, or they have to choose between that and something else. So if you haven't been at all ever, I don't want to rule out public days for
no.
people. It's a good dip the foot in the pool, and if you get a taste on Saturday and Sunday and you're like loving it, but you're like, it's a little thick in here, it's a little crazy,
Yep.
long line to meet Tyler, for example, or whatever it is, like, just know that if you go on the private days, you can not only say hi to Tyler. Tyler's going to sign your shit anyway, right? He's a good guy. But if you want to get but even on I don't want this to come off the wrong way, but on public days, on Saturday, Sunday, Tyler will sign your stuff and he'll talk to you for a minute or two. But if you go on a private day, he might do a 10-15 minute convo with you. It's just because it's more chill there.
Well, so, I mean, I just feel like
is that fair, Tyler, or am I putting words in your mouth? I don't mean to do that, but like,
well, see, I'm going to spin that just in like kind of just a more broad term perspective. Again, I think private days are just any sort, like, way more opportunity. I'll just put it at that for anything. Again, like, whether you want someone to sign a shirt or whatever, like, it's just the fact of the matter. You will have full advantage to be able to, again, see a mock easier, talk to someone easier. As Sean said, maybe turn that 5-minute combo into a 20-minute combo. Just the fact of it. Like, private days are truly just like public days, again, because I hate to even say it too, because it's just like public days I feel like are for kind of like the normies in the regard of like, again, dude, just the mom going with the kid type of thing. But like, if you are, again, like, think about, even if you are in these live stream chats and you are on Instagram at all, again, dude, whether you consider yourself a content creator or not, you got followers or not, if you just kind of like this atmosphere of, again, hanging out with like-minded people, you are invested in the fact of, you catch up on the Lego news, you know what's going on, some of the, the ins and the outs, some of the drama, some of the non-drama, the private days are just that, but in person. But the public hours or public days is truly just the fact of, if you just want to dabble in, be surrounded, it's too crowded, man, this year. The thing is, like, it really is. I can't advocate that enough. If you
Tyler,
don't like
we had
crowds,
some
man,
shots. And I'm going to cut together. Brett and I are going to probably tag team on a vlog of the whole experience, and we're not going to wait a year to do it. But some of the pics, like, okay, so when you're in public days, they put this little stanchion, which is like the thing, like the lineups that you put like for movie theaters,
Oh yeah,
the little poles with the ropes. Yeah. Dude, on Saturday, we were not far from it in Ryan's shop, right? Ryan's store. And I'm looking over at this and I'm just like, oh man, it was like what the hell was it? Gladiator? Like hold, and it's like, once they were let loose, it was unreal. So like, if you're somebody who, even if you're the type that doesn't want to be in large crowds, public days might not be the best for you. If you just want to like get around, see the mocks, see them in progress, which is also, Tyler, an underrated experience in my opinion.
I agree. No, that's a good point. That is underrated.
Yeah, just like kind of put out. Wait a minute.
Hey, whoa.
Wait, we got a new member coming through here.
Drop that music.
Get it going. Shout out to Triavor. He became a member tonight, officially, of the Girth Gang here on a couple of Brickheads. Triavor, appreciate you being around, dude. A lot of great comments. We've seen the Triavor 2 account as well. Much appreciated. Anything else, Brent? This is great. I don't know what to say. I'm always speechless.
Hey, man. We cannot thank the channel members enough. Guys, I have a lot of extra stickers, ACOB stickers left over from BrickWorld, and I thought about sending out a little care package to the channel members here at some point.
There you go. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Appreciate you guys.
Triavor. There you go. All right. So Triavor's there. How do you get into a private day? Rune, so I think something that's a misconception, Tyler, you've heard it a few times, I think. Especially with the YouTuber question, or is it only for content creators, whatever. No, man, anybody. And by the way, guys, look, I know the money thing's talked about, and we talk about getting stuff and buying stuff. This show is truly for anybody. I'm going to lay it out right now for $1,000. Okay. And in 2023, if that's a lot for you, I don't mean to come off as whatever. For $1,000.
Yeah, if you save up over a year.
Yeah, save up over a year. Whatever your situation is, 1,000 might be nothing to you. 1,000 might be really hard to you, but to most people, I think everyone could probably I hope you could put together $1,000 over the course of a year. BrickWorld's very doable, and I'll explain why. For the private pass, keep me honest, boys, $120 for 4 or 5 days. What is it?
I think it's 110.
Yeah, the thing is, it's even cheaper if you don't want the goodie bag. You know,
What you want the goodie bag though? Let's go 120.
Yeah, 120 for the private. Yeah, and that gives you all 5 days. All 5 days.
5 days for $120.
You get in there Wednesday
barely buy.
Wednesday barely until Sunday night. Yeah,
can't even barely buy movie tickets, for that anymore, right? You go to a good theater,
a sporting event. I mean, for 2 hours, you're at that. Yeah.
Football game, I think the average price it's over $200 now to get into an NFL game. So
NFL tickets are crazy.
So let's just hold that. $120 is your badge, right? Gets you in. You get a really cool badge. That's worth what, Tyler? $20-$30. It's really cool looking.
Yeah, I mean, you get a good little yeah.
All right. Swag aside, 120 gets you in. Okay. For most people in the United States, we're talking lower 48. If you do it early enough, Tyler, 300 to 400 on a flight.
Yeah, for a rounder. Yeah, for a rounder. Yeah.
A little roundy. All right. So let's call it 500-ish for your badge and your flight. Room. Now, if you're willing to take on a roommate, go with your buddy, which we did with Brent. Brent, total on that was $7.
A couple bucks over $7. So me and Sean pretty much paid $350 to be there for the 4 nights that we were there.
$350. Tyler, you see where I'm going with this? So $850. $850, and then
it's a little bit of food money.
$1,000. Now, are you buying a bunch of stuff? No. But 1,000 gets you, and you have a great time. You can get some food. If you can budget $30-$40 a day, you can make it happen. You eat lean. I'm gonna up it.
I think
1,500. You can have some spending money and definitely be clear on food.
The 1,500, I think. Look,
1,500. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Buy a little bit of Lego.
If you know how to go lean and just have a couple, value meal, you can get it done for 1,000. But I think 1,500, you'd be comfortable. You get some
even
stuff.
And Sean, 1,500, especially if you're doing just a solo hotel room. 1,500. If you're only going solo in the hotel room, no roommate.
Yeah, if you don't have someone to go with you. But.
Yeah, I think after crunching those numbers, I think confidently anywhere in the USA. Again, I can't speak international too much. I don't know about those.
Rich is over here $5K for flights. I hear you, brother, man. We'll put it together. We'll make it happen. Go ahead.
I think USA, save up 1,500 over the year, and you will not regret it. I mean, it's a 5-day experience. 1,500 is, again, I hate to say it. Everyone's situations are different, but I think 1,500 for a vacation like this, especially if you are a Lego fan, and again, you're in these live stream chats. Like, if this type of vibe is what you like, us on these live streams and just watching anyone else on YouTube, like, the thing is, like, it's that, but escalated even better, since in person anything is better. Like, again, dude, like, Sean's jokes are gonna hit 5 times harder in person because you're seeing them across the table say it. Like, you know what I mean? And so it's like, believe me when I say it's just anything you can do, man, to save up over a year. Start now. I mean, just start now, and you will. There's no shot you regret it.
Well, here's the other thing. As far as in advance, we talk about it this way. Get the badges when they come out. They do sell out. But not like Comic-Con levels. You can get one, fairly close to the event. Then your flight, the hotel, I think they only take one night. You got to pay for one night, and then the rest you can pay there. So it's not like you're pushing out 1,500 in one whack. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And then
yeah,
you're spending money you can layer in. You know, it's after tax season. You can get that figured out. So the one thing I want to express is this is not some sort of content creator or elitist kind of like whatever, you know, whatever people think of people. This is very doable for anybody. And I've been to a lot of cool shit. A trip to Disney or whatever, some other vacation you hear about, infinitely more expensive than BrickWorld. It's the most affordable, like
A lot of bang for your buck. A lot
Yeah,
of bang for your buck.
100%. So guys, like, you know, if we can't express it any better, that's
And the
that's what
hotel you're
I wanted
getting
to
is
cross.
nice too. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
the whole
is-
convention hall and the hotel is beautiful too.
Again, shout out to Motel 6 and all those things. They're fine. This is the Renaissance, which is like you take a regular Marriott, which is safe, clean, calm, and you go like one or two steps above. It's one of their premium brands. So you're getting like
oh yeah.
you're effectively getting a $300 a night hotel for half off. I mean, if I could
There's
just
there's TVs in the mirror in the bathroom, dude. I was watching Rick and Morty while I took a shit, dude. It was awesome.
and that's what took Brent so long on day 2. But the point is, you know, it's all very reasonable for people. All right. We'll pivot into this and then let's see. Got to dip in. All right. Let's see. We'll do a little bit of this. We'll probably do. I did mention we'll do a part 2 next week. We'll get Ryan in here. The mega store, Tyler, was huge. We'll get into that a little bit next week. But foosball tournament,
Banger.
guys. It's something we advertised here on a couple of brickheads. It all started with I kind of defended that set. It was a mess. And I thought I was like, let's make lemonade. Everybody's shitting on this set. I saw a little value in it. Sure, it was a meme, little part of a meme to it, but I was like, let's see if we can just get something to happen with this. And sure as shit, we made a little event of it. Tyler, were you in on that? I don't remember. Were you there?
He was.
Okay. All right. I was
Yeah,
running.
I was doing the whole thing.
Maniac.
I got out round 1, but I was hanging around still.
All right. Tyler, you
were using his sig fig as their figures as well.
Oh, yeah, and Vaughn as the goalie, which did not work out for Cristo.
Vaughn was letting some goals by.
There you go. Tyler, I mean, it'd be unfair of me to recap the foosball tournament. Can you stack that against it? So part of BrickWorld is there's a lot of sort of breakout events.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just walking the floor. It's not just seeing the mocks. There are these other events. You could do, you could build slot cars. You can do parts, set drafts, stuff like that. Lots of other sidebar activities. But we decided to throw this weird foosball table or foosball tournament on the docket. Walk us through, like, you've been to some of these things. Where do you rank this? What did you see there? Foosball tournament.
I mean, foosball for me, and you guys kind of probably know where I'm getting at already with this answer, is just the fact of, and again, and this is no hate to like who runs BrickWorld, you know, who runs those other events and stuff, but well, I do admit, I think Sean next year, I think throwing it into a side room somewhere, make it a little bit more formal, you know, would be the way to go. But
Tier 1, though, it's proof of concept.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, the proof of concept is a damn good concept, and like it worked because just the vibes are just unmatched, man. It's just like, you know, look, I mean, sure, I lost round 1, you know, but it's like so much hype, and another prime example of like, dude, it's just the fact of it. Like, I guess I can't speak fully since like I didn't know her, but like the winner of the entire tournament, like
Beth, shout out to Beth.
Yeah, shout out to Beth. I mean, from what I know, she's not on YouTube or Instagram or anything. So it's like, it just goes to show, like, look, it does not matter who you are. Walk in there, have a damn good time, and you might even win the foosball tournament next year. It's like it really is just amazing.
Oh, and we had 2 winners. That was a really fun thing about, like, if you won the actual tournament like Beth, you won a prize. And the coolest part about it, anytime I told somebody about this feature, they were like, oh, that's cool. Your starting 5 could just win you a prize, just having a cool starting. You could lose in the first round and still win. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, look, I think, again, did you bring it back next year? You know, up the alley a little, or up the ante a little bit. You know, room it up, you know, make it a little bit more formal, but still keep the vibes there. You know, again, you know, dude, I mean, I know some people had some beers in their hands, all that type, you know, having a good damn time, dude, everyone having a laugh, you know, and that's the type of stuff, you know, I really do appreciate and enjoy the vibe that it feels like most of us could put on. You know, I do appreciate that, you know, and again, no hate to anything else they run at BrickWorld or anything, but
It had a really special energy. Like I went to a
Yeah.
few of those, and so like you guys know from watching the show, we had Mark Larson, CEO of BrickWorld. There you go, activity leader. Hold it up, dude.
Which shout out to Mark, man. Shout out to Mark real quick. I mean, that's
Dude, Mark and his team for pulling it together. Guys, we didn't know. I mean, we were like, we're gonna hold a foosball tournament, and yes, we had Ryan on board, and I know that's a draw and all that stuff. That's not lost on me, right? Obviously, but people probably looked at it and like, what the hell is this, dude? There was like 4 or 5 other things against the foosball, not against, but scheduled at the same time. It wasn't like a big
taking up the same time slot. Yeah.
Competition. Yeah, it wasn't like competition, but I was a little dubious. I didn't know. But I will say, Tyler, at its peak, for a private day, call me out, but I feel like 32 participants were in the tournament, and all in all, with their friends and family around, could have been around in and around that cluster. I'm not way out of line there.
It was a big group, yeah, because even the person I lost to first round, which again, shout out to I forgot what his name was, and even then, I don't know if he would like want me to like say it out here, but like again, from what I know, not Instagram or YouTube or anything, but I think, and another prime example of just going private days. He was maybe a little bit younger than me. He was there with his dad, okay, and his younger sister, okay. It just and I even asked him, because I was kind of seeing them around throughout the entire weekend, like just naturally, since again they were private hour people, and they all straight up said what I said. I mean, they were there to get the full experience without having to deal with all the public and stuff. Like I think they said they went to public last year, and the thing is, again, like you can, because they don't even do.
Shout out to Matt. He finished the Death Star 2 real quick. Shout out to Matt. All right,
nice.
So yeah, real quick, I'll go back to the thing of just I mean the short rundown is the fact of lots of good vibes. I can say that. And again, Sean, especially if we put on a couple more things next year, I'm not even necessarily like activities, but like I said, get the foosball maybe a little bit more classy. Throw a live ACOB stream up. Do a panel, something a little bit. Again, get a little room going for that. Do a bigger live studio audience where like people kind of know exactly where to go. Because again, like that was kind of the thing, dude. I mean, I feel like for
first time app this year, it was a little confusing, but we still drew. That's what I'm saying. Despite all the confusion, it drew pretty good.
Well, and especially for you guys too. I mean, again, no hate to the convention, but they were running that opening ceremony longer than I think any of us expected. So
dude, yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. That kind of took into the ACOB.
Yeah, while we were in the opening ceremony, we had like 65 some people in the chat, and it was funny because
crazy.
Other people that were in the convention were in the chat like, sorry guys, like we're all trapped in here, the convention hall's locked, like that's where our streaming gear is, like
yeah, we couldn't get in, we were locked out. But no, I understand what you're saying, Tyler. Like the term Disney uses is plussing up things in the parks. You got to plus some things up.
ACOB plus, shout out Disney plus.
We're gonna plus it up next year. Like, look, was the foosball tournament a little bit homespun? Yes, but that is how the best parties break out, guys. It was us, couple of tables. Those of you that were there in the chat, Shy, you were there, Richie, you were there. Like, for what it was, exceeded my expectations. I was really nervous we'd have like 10 people there and just be sitting there twiddling our thumbs. But dude, I think I ran to each and every one of you guys that are in the chat that was there that I talked to, and I said, nothing gets me going more on earth than loud O's. And dude, by that I mean like people were like, I don't know if City's still in here. Shout out to City, who was a finalist. Stud City, it was unbelievable. Great run. He got beat by there he goes. A gal named Beth came in and just exterminated everyone. And she claims she doesn't even play foosball, which wow. But the point is, like, people were over there just like, in a very quiet hall, Tyler. There was like more kinetic energy, friction, whatever you want to call it. Like, people definitely from the far end of the hall had to look over and go, what are they owing about? Right. It sounded like two people fighting, like when I say, oh, like this, like, oh,
no, it was awesome.
Cheering for scores and all that. Like, I don't think there's that kind of energy there. It's usually like, I don't know, silent respect.
Dude, I swear,
like there's not that much like loud emotion going there or verbal emotion in a Lego convention. So for that, I thought it changed the energy a bit. Mark was thrilled with it. I think we could probably get more of a spotlight or a bigger opportunity next year. At least I hope so.
Oh, for sure.
I think the live stream itself, which we'll get into on part 2 next week, guys. When Ryan gets here, we'll talk about this stuff a bit more. Sky's the limit, man. Like next year is going to be even bigger and better. I'm confident. I know it is. This year was a major milestone for a lot of us in going there, but it just gives me more and more ideas of what could possibly be next year. So I'm pretty stoked on it.
That's another thing.
Ross came by to see it. Yeah. And he's tall as hell. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, yeah. So what I just wanted to mention is kind of how we set it up really briefly is we had one table. We had one table with 2 foosball tables on it, and then another table with a foosball table. And then I had my computer set up where I was running I'm losing the bracket. So I'm running the bracket on my laptop, and there's another foosball table, and there's 2 foosball tables on one table. I think next year we'll definitely set it up to where each foosball table gets its own table, and that way, like when the gallery forms around each table, it'll be a little bit easier to watch and see the action. Because, I mean, especially like we have footage that we'll be putting out for ACOB vlogs and my vlogs, and it's just like there were hordes of people around both tables, and so I think next year we'll have double the amount of contestants. We'll have more tables to where it's a little bit more open. Plus, like the prizes will be even better. Like I'm even thinking like we gave away just 2 prizes. Like the winner, Beth, she got a foosball table. Shout out to Brick Adjuster. He brought the dopest team. He got a foosball table. But I'm even thinking next year, like dude, I'll go to one of those trophy shops and get like a trophy made that literally like we can actually give like a big trophy out, and then like have a couple more prizes for like, you know, obviously the best team gets a prize, but then maybe like an honorable mention team that has like the second coolest team will get like a little battle pack or something, you know what I mean? Or like or whoever, like I would have liked to give Stud City a prize because he came in second, you know what I mean? So I would have liked to toss him a battle pack or something for finishing second. So, but also too, like a lot of people were coming up to sign up for the tournament, and they were asking like, oh, how much is it to enter? And we were like, oh, it's free. But like, you know, when you're winning a prize for something, I think most people expect there to be some kind of entry fee. So even if we had a small entry fee of like $5 or something next year, like that would only help to fund like the prizes. We can give out more than just 2 prizes. I think we could definitely have a better setup to live stream it for you guys to be able to see it for those that can't make it out to BrickWorld next year. So it was awesome, man. But the crazy thing is Thursday was such a busy day. It's like in the morning we're still helping out Ryan with his store. And then we had the foosball tournament. Right after the foosball tournament, we had opening ceremonies. And then literally immediately after that, we go to the convention hall and do our stream. But yeah, shout out to Will in the chat too. He's like saying, don't forget the live audience, man. Yeah, Will was a part of that live audience. They were hyping us up during the stream. And speaking of that stream, just to fill a little bit more, guys, I'll have to leave here in just a couple of minutes. But
yeah,
even the stream we had, man, like when literally Just Too Good shows up during the stream, like all the hype that was around the audience in the background, like the crazy thing was, it's like when everyone starts chanting "Just Too Good, Just Too Good," like you can kind of see people start to wander up, like,
yeah,
what are they being?
And it wasn't. Real? And so shout out to Will Bricks and Micah and everybody that was like back there full time, and Lover was back there a lot too, and like a couple other people. Dude, what was so sick was they chanted, and it was behind, and there was a couple of us, and we were chanting, but so Brent, you were in front of the screen, you were on cam, and I was in the background. You can actually see me walking by there.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped for a minute and turned back, and people are feverishly finishing up their mocks and stuff in the hall. And I looked over, and once they heard what was going on, you felt it, right? Like from the back left, there were people like Tyler in the building chanting "Just Too Good" because they understood, like, you know, not to blow up the moment anymore, and it needs to be blown up. But the dude's never been to one of these conventions ever.
It's big, man.
Staple, and he showed up, and it was like they were chanting his name without us even, like, they heard it, like, what, why are we, oh shit, he's there, and then people started like crowding around. It was crazy. It was better than yes, we knew about it. You know, we talked to him off air and stuff.
Wait, I
and
didn't know up until 5 minutes before, since he
I know.
lied to me in the
Yeah.
DMs. He said, "No, I can't make it, Tyler." But then he showed up 5 minutes later.
I mean, you know, Lover was there. I'm trying to describe it. And
Well, hey, Sean, what I will bring
I
up,
want all of you guys to be part of these moments. It's crazy. When Sean put the stream in his pocket for 15 minutes, yeah, that was crazy. I hope I didn't say anything crazy there. That was during the foosball.
Sean,
I removed that video because I need to watch it back. I wonder what happened there.
Sean, should we try to preemptively start something now?
What do you want to start?
If Falcon is here, I mean, it's a whole year away. I mean, what are the odds of a Falcon debut on the ACOP stream next summer?
Hi.
What do you think, Falcon?
80% and above.
80% or above. Oh, geez, that's higher than I thought.
All right, guys, this is going to be our closing segment for tonight. We're going to extend BrickWorld next week. I didn't want to false advertise. We want to get into it a little more next week, but here we go. The biggest reveal from Falcon possible. 80%. Falcon, what do we got to do to get you? Tyler, you're a gambler. You like flipping coins. 80's good, right? But there's still a chance. What do we got to do, Falcon, to get you there?
I mean, Sean,
90, 95. Go ahead, Tyler. Fill in, please. Go ahead.
Me or Falcon? What's up, Sean?
I'm saying I want you to talk to Falcon. I want you to convert him. 80's a good number, but 80's a little weak in my opinion. We need to bump this.
One quick thing for me, I was gonna say, I mean, 80% this.
Ash is going next year. Ash, you heard what you missed.
Hype.
He'll go. Yeah, I'll go if Ash is there.
Ooh.
Both of them, dude. Same time, same stream.
Oh my God. Ash, please confirm.
Will said, "Damn." Hey, what can I say, Will? We make things happen over here on ACOB.
I'll put it at 90.
90?
Yeah, a whole year out here and 90%. That's nuts.
Yeah, I'm pretty positive. I don't want to go to 100 because if something happens, I know people will play it back. But
so Falcon, you're even willing to say 99?
Now, Falcon, you've never done a face reveal. How are we? Let's get through logistics. I think this is the question everyone wants to know. How's that going to happen? Are we going to do masks? You're just going to say YOLO and just go raw dog with the face? What are we doing?
Maybe a debut on a couple of brickheads.
Ooh, shit.
I'm dead.
Sean just fainted.
I'm dead.
Guys, I'm so sorry. I got a dip right now a little bit early, but holy wow, what a heater of a statement.
Jeez.
I mean, the Ash and Falcon at the same time.
Shout out to Jennifer Brewster for checking in tonight.
Yeah, she's pulling me away. Sorry, guys. What a stream. Good. Thank you all so much for coming out.
Brent.
Yeah, my wife's in the chat. Guys, I love you all. Thank you so much. Next week's going to be another heater. BrickWorld 2024 hype already brewing.
We're going to do the countdown.
Love you guys.
Right. Love you guys. All right.
I actually had a plan of what my debut would look like. And I was thinking of just getting a bunch of like sig figs made and then going out on the stage and just throwing the sig figs in the air.
Oh, dude. Tyler, if we get the Falcon to land at BrickWorld 24, I mean, like, come on.
It's some big stuff, man. It's
it's the biggest thing possible. All right, so Ash, does it work in reverse for you, Ash? I know. Listen, I heard you talking to our friend Justin on a stream. It seems you're not super interested in going. Like, what would it take to get you to show up, dude? Is Falcon go? Like, if both of you sign it,
he'll go if his ideas project is picked. Guaranteed.
Then let's get that done, guys. We got to get these guys there.
I feel like he'll come if I come.
All right. It does not work in reverse. Sorry, Falcon. Oh, wow. Ouch. Well, guys, look, I feel like Tyler, we successfully negotiated Justin Just Too Good showing up I think we got a chance. We like to make things happen over here at a couple of Brickheads.
Yeah, I mean, we laid down the groundwork for possibly one of the biggest things of BrickWorld Chicago 2024. So
I
now
don't,
it's the whole
I
third
don't
year
know.
of
I mean,
making it.
it's like you talk about who won BrickWorld 2023. There's all kinds of possibilities, but if Justin showing up out of nowhere to a lot of people isn't a top 10 moment, I don't know what is, you know?
That is damn true.
So if we can get some Falcon, Ash and Flash, it would be tremendous. That's all I'm saying. So guys, hey, listen, everyone listening. No, we'll see it. Look fun. Seeing the fold before. Yeah, dude, the fold thing was epic. I did a walk by. I was busy working, but I did see it. Looked like a lot of fun. It was only a third filled. I think next year the fold's going to definitely be a sellout type of event. Fold is a Ninjago band for those who don't know. Yeah. So I hope everyone shows up next year. Guys, we'll have more BrickWorld coverage next week, and then we'll stop. I promise. I don't know if it annoys people that didn't go or if you guys are genuinely interested in learning more, but it left that much of a sort of indelible impact on a lot of us. It was just so good. Will Bricks, can we have Sean do opening ceremonies next year? I'd love to say a little piece.
You got my vote. You got my vote.
No, but Will was
as long
awesome.
as you keep it under 2.5 hours.
Yeah. So I don't know. Closing thoughts, Falcon. You're at 90% now. Can we get like a 93, to match the amount of people in the chat? Could we do that?
I'll do 91.
Oh shit, he's in Vader voice. 91. All right. I like that. And he's out. Look at that. Falcon done.
That's what he ended with. Okay.
Tyler, closing thoughts, sir. By the way, if you guys haven't seen Tyler's pretty emotional video, was that today? When was your video?
Yesterday.
Yeah, go check out Tyler's video. If you really want a more concise way to lay out how important BrickWorld was to all of us, watch Tyler's video. I thought you did a great job, but I told you that. So
the one more little shameless plug to myself
Please.
too is my BrickWorld haul will be on my channel tomorrow. So if you guys are curious, it will be on my channel tomorrow.
We will do ours next week. Here's a couple little gems that I picked up. Green screen.
that's hilarious.
Got a dino. Sorry. And then will this show up? This is a heater. Yeah.
Ooh. From a garage sale or a vendor?
You even know I got this. A vendor.
Yeah,
I cherry picked the coolest part out of that airport set, in my opinion.
Yeah, honestly, Sean, I have no clue what you bought besides just the big one, the big thing.
The Wang.
Yeah.
So, guys, we'll do pickups. That's the teaser for next week. Major hauls all over the place. Ryan, get well soon, buddy. He'll be on probably next week. We'll cover more stuff. Tyler, you're the man for jumping in tonight. I think everybody had a lot of fun. You know what I mean? So. He never lets the glasses off. I respect that.
I'm too confident with these things on, man. I think I've fallen into a trap I've never taken off.
So, for Brent from Brent's Bricks, for the legendary. I mean, he doesn't understand how cool it is, Tyler, to have Falcon Fan on the show with his wisdom, knowledge. And for Tyler from Life Bricks, this has been Sean the Right Way, and this fun little show right here has been a couple of brickheads. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.